Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to the Cosmic Taverns. I'm your host, Nitsify. This is my co-host, Acrid. Welcome back to the Cosmic Taverns, and also, specifically, the Brothel campaign. For those who don't know, in the last episode, we beat the shit out of some people. We beat up the orcs, a whole camp of them. And, also, on the side of that, we sold everything from that camp, and all the jewels from the old world that we were in before it shattered into a million bits to a random teleporting merchant who wasn't happy with us, and we bought something from him so he wouldn't be mad about his extreme gross negative in profit from us.
His net negative was like
I made 16,000 in total from him.
Yeah, so his net negative was going to be something like negative like 15.
Yeah, so I paid 2,000 for a random item he'd give me. And he gave me an orb of dragon kind, which might bite me back, but we'll find out. Besides that, what else? I talked to Yavina, went to the blood domain, Fellowship beat the shit out of me. What else? Peace offerings. I gave them peace offerings so they don't touch me. What else? We're heading to the capital in Zebek, in the country of Zebek. Yes. I think besides getting my ass kicked and then getting stuck in a window after falling out of a moving caravan, I think that's about it. I think that's everything from last time.
We got to watch as Katsu had to play Keep the Fennec Awake.
Yeah.
As he tried to get Yuko to help him.
Yuko was trying to pull me out of the window because I got stuck halfway in, and it was also a moving caravan. She almost fell asleep trying to pull me out, and if that happened, I really would have just been stuck there until she either woke up or until we stopped, and it was probably going to be till we stopped. if we're going to be honest.
I love how if anything is compared to Yuko sleeping, that thing wins.
Yeah.
The problem is that thing wins every time.
Yep. That being said, disclaimers for people who are new here. There is a lot of sexual humor, not just that. There's also, every once in a while, there is some dark topics that come up from time to time. We literally had, just check the earlier bits of the of this campaign, as well as like the Hidden Garden campaign, if you want to get the gist of things. Because those are prime examples, especially the Hidden Garden. It had a lot more of the darker like topics that kind of came up because it was a way more serious campaign. That being said, if you're a kid and you're watching this, go the fuck away. you go away. Yeah, because it's not recommended for kids. I don't recommend this for your child. Okay.
I don't recommend this anyone under like 18.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. I guess, like, it's that weird thing from what I've seen, because I work... Actually, I shouldn't say where I work. But,
You work job.
Yeah, I work job, man. I work job. But customer service stuff, you know how that is. You end up seeing at least, like, a few adults every now and then. You see a few kids every now and then. I've heard conversations between people. I'm gonna be honest, also just online, you can kind of see the sexual humor seems to be a lot more of a common thing nowadays, but still, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it for the kids. It's not recommended. What else? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Oh yeah, right now. So every video that we do is normally edited live. This is live, so the music's live. Everything else is being done while we record. So if things get a little funky in the music, I apologize in advance. I literally can't do anything about it. That being said, because, it's just him and I don't have time to edit, and he doesn't know how to edit. So, we're gonna roll with it.
Learn, because I don't have the time.
Yep, neither one of us really do. That being said, into Katsu, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katsu is waking up from his curled up ball position on the ground.
Yeah, I slept in the caravan, face down.
Like in the fetal position. Just kind of there.
Oh, he didn't even do the fetal position. He just laid out like a fucking starfish. Like,
God.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Because he tried getting back onto the caravan, he was just gonna fall off. Because it was still moving, so it wasn't smart to try and just get back up on top and to leave the inside of the caravan. So he just stayed in the inside. Yeah. Forgot to have Katsu sheet up.
My man.
Yeah, I knew I was missing something. I mean, it's not that hard. It's easy to pull it up, so it's really not that big of a deal. You also haven't had
it's like not a big deal to find it. You gotta scroll for like a mile to try and find it.
For those who don't know, I have like 72 character sheets. Some are like just like bless you. Some are just like pre-made PCs for in case I have a specific idea for another campaign later on in the future, and others are literally just NPC stuff. So yeah.
I have a mountain of NPCs that I'll never be able to climb.
Yep. But yeah. How many days away are we from the capital?
Yeah.
Yeah? What does yeah mean?
Give me a minute. My allergies are killing me.
Oh. Why?
I said y'all, and then I thought I was about to sneeze.
Oh, I heard ya. And I was like, the hell does ya mean? What is that implying?
Yes.
Alright. Because I know Golden Crest is like a 4-day travel from Ironforge.
Y'all are 2 days in.
2 days in, okay, gotcha. So
I am.
Yeah? You are?
Yeah, I am.
You are what?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, man. Alright. So I'm guessing the day where I woke up and tumbled out is second day.
That was part of the second day, yeah.
Gotcha. I guess whenever we come to a close, Katsu will get out of starfish position and just walk out. It's that weird thing of like, I mean, he didn't do anything today because of the way things went, so he's not really gonna rest. He's just gonna sit there like, oh, what the hell do I do with my life?
That's funny.
I mean, think about it. He crashed into an awakened bush, knocked it unconscious, had to try and jump through a window, got stuck, got one of his dancers hurt, had to re-heal them, and it's really just not been a good day for him. So I think I don't think he would go around checking on people like he normally would. I think he would genuinely just kind of be like, agony, I exist. Yeah.
Also, this is something we forgot to mention.
What? What did we forget?
We got one comment on the question of the day in the last video.
Okay.
And and I was asking how people would handle with all the information they've been granted, the same amount of information you have on how to the Yavina guy, the guy that Yavina said after. Yeah. The one comment I got was, fuck it, gank him. There's 7 people, all start swinging.
Oh, man.
Just gank him. Gank fight. I see no other option. Courtesy of Squid. 7 people beating the dude up. I see no other options.
I mean, if we really want to gank him, right? We have... Let me go through here real quick. Hold on.
Y'all have a party to gang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 15 people in my party in total if I'm counting myself. We could gank him with 15, with all 15 people, and that one other person that's supposed to be joining us. Well, I actually no, because I don't want to put my dancers at risk. But that is an option that's out there. Though I don't know if Lynn would do anything. I think she would just kind of stand there quietly in the corner.
She walks away.
She would walk away. I know Shish would. I know Shish would jump into the fight simply because she'd want to stab him so she could steal his stuff.
She's like, I participated. I can now steal.
Yeah. It's like a rite of passage. Like, I helped. Now give me your money. Dude, honestly, all you really need is Nikki. Just have her slam her giant ass tail on that dude. He will just fucking crumble. It doesn't matter if it's a giant that we're fighting. The giant's got no fucking, like... he's got nothing on the size of that tail, because holy shit.
Dude. My brain just pictured, like, this, like, the 4'1", or, like...
Let me pull it up. Like,
Katsu.
let me pull up the notes. What height is she? What height is she? Nikki. You're 4'11.
She's 4'11", right?
Yeah.
But then you look behind her and you see like an 8-foot tail. That's just sticking straight up.
She has a literal battering ram of tail. By the way, it's not just long, y'all. It's fucking thick.
It's bushy.
Yeah, that's a tail that, like, yes, it hurts, but, like, it's weirdly cushioned because of the tail. Because it's the amount of fur there. But at the end of the day, that's still a battering ram.
Yeah, it goes from her ass to her, like, up past her ears.
Yeah.
And it's wider than her body. Like.
Yeah, it's a big tail.
Oh, God.
Dude, I'm thinking about this now. Her in the caravan room has got to be a pain. Because she's definitely... Because, like, they're not, like, they're not cramped rooms, but they're not big either, because it's still a caravan.
She can't lay on her back. She's already been used to that, so she can only lay on, like, her side.
That's fair.
Unless she lays on her tail directly.
Fair. Yeah, because that's just like a pillow. She could sleep on the floor. She'd be fine if she did that.
Dude, you guys fall off a mountain. She's laying on her tail that one day. So she just bounces around, going from her tail, like landing from her tail to tail on each of the walls, and she's fine. Everyone else dies, but she's fine.
Yeah. P.S. Reality. We know that wouldn't work. Her tail would snap. However.
Funny.
Yeah. Honestly, weirdly enough, if anyone wanted to use their tail like a weapon, it could actually be Myrtle. For those who don't know, Myrtle is a Shazi. It's like a Triton lizard folk mix, kind of like catfish type of Triton fish. They're normally in swamp areas. Their tails are really long. His tail is basically the size of his body, and he's like, I think 7 foot. Let me double check here. He is 7'4". So he's 7'4" tall tail, and on top of that, yes, it's like thin-ish, but if he really wanted to,
whip.
Yeah, he could use it like a whip. Dude, he could pull a fucking Indiana Jones and fucking catch like a ledge or something, and he'd be fine.
I don't know if his tail would be fine.
Listen, sure. I mean, it would hurt, but like he could live. It's like a grappling hook with repercussions. Does anyone have a better like tail for a weapon? I don't know. Like, I'm looking through this. Altu, if she was a bigger person, she could, but with her just being a tiny 3'1" kobold, no.
I mean, actually, right? Like, if she spins her whole body and cracks her tail at somebody.
Oh yeah, that would still hurt.
That's a really small point, accelerating really fast because it's got a really short turning radius.
Yeah, and it's also scale, so it's kind of like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've held a snake before, and I'm gonna be honest, scales hurt. Cause like,
oh yeah,
they're like spiky, and maybe it was just the one that I was dealing with. I don't know if all scaly things are like that, but for a kobold, I'd imagine the scales are like slightly like
scales. Yeah. If you go down the scales as you're supposed to,
yeah,
they're not all that spiky. But if you go against the scales, then they're really spiky.
Yeah, because I went against it one time when I was holding a snake, and I remember I think like one of the scales got caught in my finger, and that fucking hurt. Granted, I was 13, so, you know, it, obviously pain tolerance was as high as it is now, but, like, still.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking about it. The only other person I think that has a tail here, Yuko, I don't think you're... Actually, she does have a weapon of the tail because Fennecs have a like poison tail thing. Because for those who don't know, I made the Fennec Fox Kitsune, Rise on D&D Beyond, which is what she is. Fennec Foxes naturally have like they can release a like really awful odor. So I took that and I was like, you know what? What if they can just do poison so it can actually be used as like a defense mechanism for the race? So, does Gina have a tail? Because they're like a half Khajiit.
She's a Kitsune.
Oh, yeah, right. My bad. Kitsune.
She's a Kitsune, so she does have a tail, but it's not as, like, illustrious.
Yeah.
As
Nikki's.
is.
Yeah, that checks out. Let me close my door real quick because my mom just got home. Hey! I'm gonna close my door because we're recording, but how'd it go? Oh, okay, you're going for a walk. Alright. Yeah, we're good. Never mind. Yeah, I'm also thinking about it. The only other person that has a tail that would be in this party would be Katsu, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know if his would really hit hard.
It's got the same like short turn radius as Altu's has, but yours is fluffy.
Yeah, so it wouldn't hurt as hard. It'd be like a D4 at best.
It's just a 1. You just get one fluff damage.
One fluff damage. But dude, no matter what, that is something that nobody has immunity to.
Exactly.
But there's definitely a masochist for that. There's definitely someone out there like that.
We're not, moving on.
Moving on.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think Katsu would do anything else for that day, though, the second day, because after everything that's happened, I think it's pretty fair for him to just be like, screw it.
How dare you not put your dancers first? How fucking dare you?
Let him have one day. Let him have one day, man.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
He checks on them every day, and the bouncers at that. That is like 14 people.
Not enough. Check on them twice a day.
I'm probably going to ignore them if I do that. Ignore them? I mean, annoy them if I do that.
You don't know that. The fucking Null RKOs you.
No, I think there's a certain person that'll get annoyed before him, and that's the orc. I think Urzoth won't be too happy with me.
She's like, stop it. Comes back that stage, she's like, I said stop. Fucking sends you to God.
Like, I think the Druidinesh, Rati, I think she won't mind as much. They seem like they have, like, a pretty reasonable amount of tolerance.
Yep.
But an orc is naturally rageful. I really don't think they're gonna tolerate that.
He stomps the ground and sends you to God.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Maybe some people won't mind. I think, like, after the second time barging into Yuko's room, she just chucked something at me. Like...
You'd be lucky if it wasn't the first time.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God. Yuko is the most like, oh, hi, fucking chucks a brick at you because you woke her up.
Yep.
But she still says hi in a really friendly way.
Yeah, it checks out for her. Oh, man. God, but yes, moving on. Anything for the second night, or are we good?
Let me check.
Not getting ganked by any dire wolves or anything? This is, yeah. He's
Got
checking.
it.
Yeah, alright, what you got?
Neat.
Neat.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, so it's just him and his sorrows. Understood. And then he'll go back to bed.
This is fucking broad day. This is when this man's supposed to be awake, and he's just like,
Yeah.
just fucking crying in the corner.
I mean, to be fair, man woke up from a nightmare, fell out of a barrel, tumbled into an awakened bush, got stuck. Like, what do you want from him? Yeah. Yeah, no.
He had a day, and his day hadn't even started yet.
Yep. Yeah, I really just don't think he'll do anything today, honestly. I mean, like, I mean, would he? I guess maybe he'd contemplate doing. Would you contemplate doing anything useful with yourself throughout this day? Like, if you're not gonna go check on other people, would you at least try and do something? 3. Yeah, no, he really would just lie down in defeat. I mean, I guess he would probably cook, you know, for like the group. Like, that's about it. Cause they gotta eat. They do gotta eat, so I guess that'd be like the one thing. I've always imagined he was the one that probably did the cooking. With him being the one running it and all. Because I sure don't see Roderick cooking. I see him just, like, eating the meat raw, I'm gonna be honest.
No, he'd cook it. He'd cook his own food. No one else's.
Yeah, no, that checks out, too.
He shows back up with a deer. He cuts off his section and cuts everyone else's sections up. He cooks his one section and then walks away. It's like,
yeah,
my man.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't see Mia cooking, like, ever. I don't see her doing that.
She would only cook it if it was for, like, her friends and they were, like, in a bad day. They were having a bad day.
Yeah.
So there's a few times she made Katsu food when he was in a bad day.
That's fair. But normally overall it was definitely Katsu.
Yeah.
He's not a 5-star chef, but he's something at least.
Hazir can insta-cook his own food, so he wasn't too worried about things.
Yeah.
Just taps the food, it gets fucking annihilated.
Slightly burns it.
You just hear a, nah, it's not as burned this time. Keeps eating it.
Oh god, that checks out.
Completely fine.
Alright, day 3. How we doing, Chief? Oh?
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 You grab this.
What are you grabbing? What are you...
I gotta grab something.
What are you grabbing?
I'm grabbing the thing.
Chat, type in chat. Comment what he's, I don't know. Comment what he's grabbing, I guess. I don't know.
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to fill in the space. There's a dead silence, and I hate dead silence, and you know that.
I like dead silence.
I don't.
I do. I do.
Well, I don't.
Well, I didn't ask.
Too bad. It's the most too bad didn't care from both sides.
And I always lose. So, oh well, moving on.
I mean, it's not really a losing side. I don't know what you want from me.
Because there's never a moment of quiet. That's why I lose. All I hear is an endless chatter, and I'm like, alright,
Yep.
Too quiet, apparently.
Yeah,
Fuck God.
It's too quiet.
Well, get over yourself. Stop crying.
I'm not crying, I'm just chatting. Alright, so.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Anything on day 3, like at all? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm having to grab it.
Gotcha. Well, okay, that makes more sense. You said you're grabbing something. I was like, okay, did he get sidetracked or is he just... Okay.
No, it is a... that's a unique fucking encounter you got. Problem, I gotta find it.
Gotcha.
You rolled a number and got an encounter. And I'm like, okay.
Huh.
Guess that's what's happening today. Neat.
And we're back.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
I had an image Alt F4 itself out of existence, and I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
Because I've got like... I try to keep things organized, but I've got like 4 different sections for bad encounters. or
Yeah.
just encounters.
Yeah.
Good, bad, neutral. I've got 4 different sections of each. I was looking at the bad encounter when I said bad encounter. I literally read it.
Yeah.
Dyslexia go brrr.
It happens.
Just for encounters. Problem. I don't really pay attention, or I try to pay attention to when I put what I put in which section. Yeah, I don't know where this image went, so I'm just finding it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Katsu would see
Mm-hmm.
as he does the waddle on his carriage.
Yes.
He's a professional waddler, as we like to say.
Nobody said that. Nobody
Yes.
agreed to that. No.
Yeah.
Nobody has
Agreed
agreed
to
to
it.
that or stated that.
Yes, professional waddler here.
I. Just the quiet. I.
You're like, no. Okay. I get, nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
So is he driving or is he? Because you said
No,
he's
yeah,
walking around, so.
no, he's just sitting on top of the carriage.
Okay.
He's just driving it normally.
Gotcha.
As they would see another carriage coming towards you guys.
Yeah.
Let me see. Got it. Neat. So you would see a carriage that has stopped
Uh-huh.
pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
Like you can see that the carriage is off to the side of the road.
Yeah.
The horses are like Katsu is seeing this as he's about 500 feet away.
Uh-huh.
He was enveloped in his own thoughts because of yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't
What-
feel like Katsu is the
what
type
bit?
person to let go.
Yeah, what
Of
bit
things
were you
like that?
thinking about? That's for that. That's for that. That's fair. That's for that. And that's for that. Gotcha. Yeah, no, he was thinking about the fact that he got stuck in the fucking window. It was between that and the awakened bush. It was a 16 for awakened bush and then 19 for the window. So yeah, no, he's just stuck on that. Which is fair, that would be embarrassing.
Yeah. Sassala saw all of that.
Of course he did. Of course.
He was the one driving the second carriage that's following you.
I mean, didn't he run to the second carriage? He did. Because he had to catch up. Because Yuko's in the second carriage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And no one saw it.
Thankfully.
Except the awakened bush.
Fucking awakened bush.
He's gonna go tell all of his friends.
Oh, God.
Just wait, everyone.
Dude, that's
down
just
the
how
line.
the rumor gets around. Because the awakened bush that I accidentally crashed into saw it.
You don't know. Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So you would see the carriages off to the side, and Katsu, the thing that keys him in that there's something wrong
Mm-hmm.
is he would see that the horses are actively bucking to try and get free from the carriage.
Yeah.
But the carriage was installed with brakes effectively, so
Uh-huh.
that they could push a lever and all the wheels would get locked into place, kind of like a wheelchair.
Yeah.
To keep the carriage from, being run off by spooked horses.
Yeah.
So the horses are currently trying to get out of the carriage, bindings,
Yeah.
because they are in a state of panic.
Okay.
As you would see, as Katsu would look, and you can go ahead and roll a perception check.
Any shinies?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Well, it didn't matter. I got the same number twice. So natural 7 plus 7, so dirty 14.
Neat.
I see everything. I see absolutely everything.
Natural 7 plus 4? What was it?
Natural 7 plus 7.
Okay.
If it was a plus 4, that'd be sad. I am a ranger after all.
Yeah, how fucking dare you?
Yeah, how dare I, man.
I did not grab the NPCs in a meaningful way. I grabbed them in a random order, and now I can't tell if I got everyone.
Yeah.
God, the pain of having 14 NPCs.
What do you need to know? Who's on what caravan?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be good. Should be everyone.
If you're talking about just the bouncers, then that sounds about
I'm
right.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would see 2 people fighting.
Okay.
And I guess I will attempt to send these in. Yeah. So you would see.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not 2. There's 2 samurai who are. And this guy's armor. I'm gonna send these 2 people because they are fighting together. From what you can tell. So these 2 people are working together. That I've sent.
Gotcha. So yeah. Also, I forgot about that other disclaimer. We use images a lot of times for reference for characters for stuff like that. So just a heads up for people.
The guy's armor coloring is the same as the girl's.
Gotcha.
It's very similar to her.
Okay.
He's just got like a more like a more brown undershirt.
Gotcha.
Under his armor.
So very, and I can't stress this enough. The lady has the like. It's samurai armor. It's like just normal samurai armor. Like there's nothing about that that's like special or unique about it. It is samurai armor. I guess the only thing is that I think the traditional like samurai armor is like a reddish. This is more just like almost like a rusted brown type of like a dark brown. Actually more like a leathery brown now that I kind of look at it. It's obviously not made of leather because that's not the materials that a samurai would use, but that is the type of coloring of brown that is used for this armor. You can see the like undershirt because there is a bit of the arm area that is exposed where you can kind of see like the long sleeve undershirt that they're wearing underneath the armor, which is like this like almost aqua greenish, like a dark aqua green. This lady does have 2 katanas. Instead of wearing like the samurai helmet, she's wearing a red oni mask that covers the nose down with some like sharp teeth that kind of stick out jaggedly. Yellow eyes, kind of similar to that of a cat's, and think of Mortal Kombat Rai or Kai. I think his name is Kai, the lightning god. Basically, I'm horrible at Mortal Kombat lore. I probably got the name wrong, but think of the lightning god thing. Basically, like that, like traditional farmer, like Japanese farmer type of like hat, made of most likely straw, but the middle tip bit has a little bit of metal plating up around the middle bit. Probably to help with any like attacks that come from directly down and towards the head. Long black hair, it definitely is, what's the best way to put this? Is not, definitely wasn't cut by a barber. It wasn't cut by a professional. You can tell this lady probably just took some scissors and just cut it herself. Because it's what's the best way to put it? You know like when She tried. Yeah, it's there. Like it's long, but it's there. Yeah, I really don't know how to describe. That's the best way I can think to describe that. And then she has like a red cloth like going around her waist, kind of like a belt almost. That's about what she's wearing. My computer has gone completely push black. I can't see anything. Great, now I can see something. Thank you, monitor. The other guy, basically, as he said before, wearing the same exact stuff, normal samurai armor, same clothing. The main difference is that he's not wearing that red cloth belt before that the other lady was wearing, and he doesn't have a hat. Instead, his black hair is put up into a bun, unlike the lady.
Yes.
That is the main difference. He also seems to be missing shoes.
Agony.
Yeah, he's missing shoes. That's it though. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Image has disappeared, and I actually had it. That's why I'm confused.
He has, once again, and I repeat, y'all, he has once again lost an image. Discord's just not liking you today, huh?
Dude, this is not even like a, like, oh, you just weren't... No, I literally had it.
Oh my god.
I had it ready to send, and now it's gone.
What are they fighting?
Where did it go?
Were you going to send a picture of what they were fighting?
Yeah, they're fighting another guy.
Okay. I shoot
and
him.
that's why well, okay.
No thoughts, head empty. I shoot. Nah, I'm joking.
No insights, no.
No. I mean, Katsu's naturally kind of a pacifistic person, so I don't think he'll shoot straight away, but... I don't trust his insight to be good anyways, though, so I don't think it'll matter too much. I don't know how he got a +7, but he somehow has a +7 on insight.
Because it was stolen from his religion.
Oh, right, yeah. Dude, I'm gonna hate when I have to roll a religions check for Yavina if that ever happens, cause I know for a fact I'm probably gonna fail it, and she's just gonna judge me, like, harshly. I know how she is. She'll do that just to give herself a reason to hate on me.
Oh
yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess can I roll an insight while you try to find that picture, man?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed because this guy does have a cool image.
Oh.
That the guy.
Good roll. 18 + 7.
Okay. So is that on just the group in general?
I guess just on what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. So from what you can tell, these two people are defending the carriage.
Okay.
From this guy.
Okay.
But you can't really tell because the guy also is wearing a straw hat that he is wearing, and I cannot tell the life of me.
One Piece fans, sit down. This is not Luffy. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
I don't know that reference, but okay.
His whole thing is that he constantly gets called Straw Hat Luffy. That's his whole shtick.
Never heard of him.
I know you don't watch anything, so.
Yeah, and I won't start now.
Yep. For the people who come here for movie references, why you here, man? You chose the worst podcast for that.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
Nope.
For those who don't know, neither of us really watch movies, like, almost ever. I think the last time, if I'm not counting the times that I've watched movies with Tic Tac Dylan, because that's the only times I really go out of my way to watch a movie. Like, going out of my way to actually watch a movie for myself, I think with, like, maybe 4 years ago. I don't really watch stuff. And the only shows I really end up watching are anime, so I'm a fucking weeb, I won't lie. I know how I am. There's no escaping it. Literally right as I paused it, he was like, I found it, and I was like, damn, okay.
Fucking wasting our time. Alright, so they're fighting this guy.
Alright, let me see what we're looking at. So we're looking at a guy with a pretty tattered and war-beaten, probably, straw hat. It's not as flat as the other two people's hats. Like, theirs is like a lot more like, think of like, take a ceiling, right, for like or a roof for any house, right? They have the sensuality of like those houses that barely have like any arc to the roof, where his is like that I think it's called a temple hut, where it has like that, where like it just arcs up a decent amount and then it goes flat on the very tip bit. And then it has a little knot that ties around a lot of the straw, so that little bit like sticks up almost like a ponytail. I cannot see his face or his head or his hair for that matter. But kind of palish skin. The Besides that, he has a pretty torn up, what looks to be like a kimono. It's a dark blue kimono with some white polka dots from what I can see. And he also seems to have some type of like red cloth going around like a portion of what seems to be his waist area. I think it's just drooping over his leg in the process. And it's pretty torn. Like, it is shredded to bits. Black baggy pants. And he has like, I know they're not flip-flops, but it's like the traditional Japanese like footwear that you often will see during like samurai time. Like during that era. I don't know what it's called. That's kind of what he's wearing.
Shoe.
And he has what? Yes, shoe. Shoe comes in many forms, Acrid. As a shoe clerk, I know this.
I just love the is a shoe.
Good job. Now, what's this color?
I don't know.
Damn, me neither. Walks away.
Yeah, but Katsu can, as he's looking at this, because of where he was from,
Yeah.
the Darren, he with his insight, he actually looks to see how these people are fighting, because that typically determines, that helps when you're looking at an honor-based fight, who's actually kind of in the right.
Yeah.
Because usually in something like this where it's just a bunch of samurai fighting, the person who's putting literally everything they have into the fight,
Yeah.
is typically the one who views themselves as right.
Yeah.
Is in the right. And let me tell you, this man has taken on a 2v1 and it looks like it's like a draw right now. Because he's fighting like the devil.
I got this. So Katsu, is anyone sitting with him on the driver's area?
Let me look. Let me see.
In cart 1, if there's any dancers up top, it would be Lynn, Nikki, or Sapphire or Shish. And if it's a bouncer, it would be Myrzel, Kenya, or Urzoth, if anyone is here.
Okay. It's Nikki.
Ah, boy. Nikki. So you just look at Nikki and go, hey, Nikki. Mind taking the reins for a small bit?
Sure. I know how to drive.
Alright. And just in case, keep your head down.
How do I do? Okay.
Just like, kind of just like, well, hi, oh, just make sure you duck, I guess. I mean, you don't really have a lot of room to really do that, but like.
No, we're kind of sitting in the open.
Yeah, this is a problem. Oh, and you can't really move your tail either if that becomes a problem. This is a predicament. Alright, I guess
There's something wrong.
I just don't want you to get shot. I'm realizing you're a bit of a big target.
Are you calling my tail fat?
No, I would never. And I'm sorry if it came off like that. No, it's just, you're a bit of a big person, because that
she fucking squid deception check.
Oh, fuck. Oh, right, I have an advantage on deception because you're well, I got the same roll again twice. The advantage isn't helping me today. Dirty 27.
Okay, insight, Nikki. I'm giving her like a bonus 8 because she knows you.
No.
On top of her normal insight.
Agony.
I need to give her a chance. I'm gonna be honest. I need to give her a chance.
You're fair. I want to mention he wasn't even trying to imply that.
That's how she interpreted it.
Yeah. So for him, it wasn't deception. He was just trying to be honest. But
it's a persuasion then, so we'll add 1 to the 28.
Okay, gotcha.
God. really the most, like, are you calling my tail fat? Now hold on, wait.
I guess the other question is that a compliment to her, or is that the opposite? Like, that's what's scary about, because I don't know if it's a compliment or not.
Yeah. Oh god.
Because if it's not a compliment, then that's like an insult to her. But if it is a compliment and I backpedal from it, it's not as hurtful. It's like oh, okay. But I kind of wish that was the case, but like, okay.
Oh, you coward. Anyways. Alright. She squints at you and goes, okay.
Yeah.
She just kind of, she squints for like a solid, like, fucking, like, 5 seconds.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, God. Yeah.
To give you a better idea of the type of carriage you're looking at.
Yeah.
This is not a carriage that is meant for people to ride in. This is more of like a storage carriage. That, like, the back opens up for you to get stuff out of it.
Alright. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. My guess is that they're bringing in illegal drugs or something.
Fucking narcotics.
So, I mean, what would be in primordial times? There wouldn't be cocaine or anything like that, but there might be, like, nicotine, maybe?
It might...
That's a natural...
No.
I don't know.
There's also just a shot at people.
Ah, true. From another country, maybe. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, bless me, Yavina. No, does he? No, he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't want her to ever bless him. Intelligence check. So what's the DC here, Chief? What's the DC here?
What does he get?
I rolled a 13 plus 1, so 14.
I was only gonna make it like a DC 12 because he's really scared of her.
Yeah. Fair. So he doesn't. He just thinks it.
Is that enough? Perception check.
Fuck. Don't. I don't know if I want her to be the one blessing me here, Chief.
With her natural 15.
Oh.
You'll never know.
I'm hoping the DC was like 17 or something. Okay.
I'll let you know this. She rolled a natural 15.
Agony. Alright. I'm gonna just lay into this person immediately. Quiet. That is for a reason. Because it's about to not be so quiet. As you would see him, if the soundtrack works, thank you. As you see him grab one of the arrows out of his quiver and slash it against his arm. As he creates Sinful Slash.
Neat.
And then
go ahead and roll your self-damage.
Hell yeah. Let me do that. Sinful Slash. That does 12 damage to me.
12 damage. Also, I think you need to get a long rest.
I need to do my long rest before. Yeah, I kind of forgot to do that. So I take the 12 damage. I need to close my door because I can hear that she has come back. Thank you. She closed the door for me, even better. Yeah. For those who don't know, I'm still
fucking neat.
I share an apartment with my mom. So for those who don't know, so whenever she's here, I try not to, bother her.
Yeah.
So yeah. And with that being said, he's gonna open fire with 2 shots.
Okay.
As he will do. Oh yeah, I need to roll to hit first before I start doing.
Who are you aiming for, just so I know?
I'm aiming for the guy. I feel like it would be rude for me to attack a woman straight away. Considering
which guy? There's.
The top knot boy with no hat.
Okay.
Yeah. So dirty 18 to hit.
Okay.
And then a dirty 16 to hit.
Okay. So the dirty 18, which was your first shot, which has the Sinful Slash on it.
Yeah.
Will hit.
Nice. Okay. So he's gonna do.
I'll get to the second one.
All right. That is 14 piercing damage. Then we have the D8 of fire damage, which
D6,
is or D6. Well, I mean, it rolls 6.
You rolled
you
a
want
6,
me to...
so it's fine.
Okay.
I'll take the 6.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So the 6 fire damage. I think I unequipped the lightning thing so I could attune the... Yeah, I just want to double check I did that. Yeah, okay. And then on top of that, I've got the simple slash damage. Yeah, which does another 29. And then using my special, where is it? The Dreadful Strikes, it does an extra d4 psychic, doing a natural 1 of damage out of a d4.
Neat. As you do 50 damage with 1 arrow.
Yeah.
As Katsu would watch his arrow sail and like punch into this guy's side.
Yeah.
Which you would see him like, he steps up back from the fight as essentially the 2 samurai that are fighting the one straw hat guy.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're striking in tandem to never let the guy have a moment to attack.
Yeah.
But even with them doing that, he's still finding moments to swing at them.
Yeah, yeah.
You would see him take a step back, see the second arrow, and then slash the arrow in half to prevent it from hitting him. So that arrow does get destroyed.
Gotcha. I'm also going to be going on my, before I end my turn, I'm going to be I'm going to be hopping off the caravan. I already used my bonus action because, slash.
Oh yeah.
But I still have my movement action. I want to hop off the caravan and move to 65 feet base walking speed. So that way the caravan is not in line of fire and I am like ahead of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it, like, it takes like 10 feet for him to get off the carriage because that is still a thing you have to do.
That's fair, yeah.
10 feet down, and then he can run forward 55 feet.
Yeah, he gracefully hops off and then runs forward.
Nikki, do you tell anyone?
Up to them.
Okay, I know what's happening.
Great.
Okay, so you would see running up behind you, approaching at speed, you see a goblin dart past you.
Oh boy, we got all 2.
No, that's Shish.
Oh wait, yeah, my bad. Why is the dancer here? Go back inside.
She's outside because she heard shinies.
Oh boy.
So she takes the double dash action.
Oh boy.
As she uses her bonus action to dash, setting her movement to 70, and then she dashes with her main action.
Oh man.
And makes it 140 feet as she sprints to the other person's carriage.
God.
Does not join the fight, I should mention, as she gets to the other carriage and just starts climbing up onto it.
Oh boy.
She might be trying to get inside, you don't know.
Great.
And I want to mention, she's on the other side of the carriage from where the fight is happening. So there's a shot they don't even know she's there.
I sure hope so.
She's using her passive stealth and hoping it's enough.
Let's hope.
So with her 23, let's see if it's enough. Got it. You would see the 2 people who are defending the carriage not do anything, but the Straw Hat guy he doesn't change how he's attacking, he just seems to be attacking more aggressively. So he's probably he probably did notice her and was like, I'm gonna pull attention to me.
Fair.
Because that looks like a tiny goblin and I'd prefer her not to get fucking KO'd.
Yeah.
Alright, as running up, and oh no. Katsu hears footsteps behind him.
Is it Roddy? Do we finally get to see the Druidnash in action?
You guys do.
Heck yeah.
The Druidnash is running up as you would see her pull out a shield.
Okay.
And she would pull out her sword and shield.
Alright.
She would take the dash action and run forward, and then use her bonus action to dash as well so she can keep up. She moves forward 75 feet.
Yeah.
Keeping up with Katsu. She gets about halfway to the other team's carriage.
Yeah.
I know it's like you notice this from 500 feet. From 500 feet to about 150 feet, you were just kind of watching the fight, gathering information.
Yeah.
Because horses moving is still a thing.
Yup.
Horses go burr.
Yeah.
Okay. Also running up, you would see one other person run up, as you guys have Roddy, Shish, and then finally, the last one to join the fight for this one is Kenya. She will join the fight.
Alright. I don't think we've seen Kenya fight in like a while.
As everyone else kind of sticks to defending the carriage.
Hell yeah.
As you would see Sassless creates like a fake wall, so the horses are like, well, guys, we can't go forward.
Jeff is playing funny tricks.
There's just a wall that forms in front of the horses. They're like, huh? I guess progression is not an option.
I like to imagine he does that, parks them, like pulls out the keys, parks them, you hear the honking, and you see him just pull up a ladder and stand on top of the wall, like looking over, like, hey, how you doing?
Where is he? He's on the wall, he's watching.
Checks out.
He's got 2 scimitars, so he's just kind of watching. He can't really do much, he's not a ranged person.
Here, catch my bow.
Fucking yeets the useless crossbow.
No, hear me out. You shoot the bow to him using an arrow.
Yes.
Because that's how physics work.
Anyways, moving on.
Yes, moving on.
You would see, as that would be the 3 people who run forward to help with this. Shish chose violence today.
Yep.
So she's involved.
Great.
As she's not helping with the fight. No, she's looting the fucking carriage while the fight's still happening.
Oh, God. Fair enough.
Which she's more just looking, because she used everything to run there. She's just looking at the locks, like, how do I get in here? Bear in mind, she's like hanging off the side of the carriage, just looking at it.
She'll figure it out. She'll be fine.
She will probably be in that carriage next turn, so she'll be able to tell you what they're doing.
Oh boy.
Yay for Rogue, who's a thief.
She'll get in there. That's a guarantee.
Problem. There's still a fight happening.
Yup.
Anyways, as the 2 samurai would take their turns and attack the samurai. The guy looks over at you guys and is like, why do you care? Why are you here?
Well, you see, I had a bad day yesterday, so now I'm taking it out on you.
Right? That is true, honestly. Okay, hold on. Let me roll.
Yeah, he's rolling.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you would get to see a cool thing. You would see as the guy would swing at the other samurai, the straw hat, and the 2 of them would enter the bind. Essentially, their 2 katanas clash together, and they get stuck. So they both have to roll athletics to see who can bypass the other one's guard.
Okay.
You would see the straw hat guy bypass through and slash the guy, literally, essentially stealing his attack.
Yeah.
This is a thing that can happen. It took his reaction, but he got to attack.
Okay.
Yeah. The 2 katanas got into the bind, and then he managed to bypass and slash.
Yeah.
As next up is the guy's turn. As the straw hat, what do you do? Ah, got it. You're opening up with a crit. Wonderful.
Yup.
Let me see. I should admit, this man is doing everything he can to keep himself from getting hit. He's having to block 4 or 5 attacks every turn. So,
yeah.
As there's the guy who's dual-wielding katanas attacking him, and then the girl who's using 1 katana.
So she's just not using the second?
She has the second as probably a backup.
Gotcha.
Which she's gonna need that backup, as you would see the Straw Hat guy essentially disarm her, sending the katana flying, as he essentially just punches her in the throat.
Ow.
and then knocks her katana out of her hand. As he's essentially doesn't look like he's entirely working to kill them, but he's willing to.
Gotcha.
It's one of like, if you push me to kill you, I will. But for now, I'm going to attempt to make you stop.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, not a full-scent murderer, but if they don't stop fighting, he might turn into one.
Understood.
Yes.
This is when I really need the spell Calm Emotions.
You don't have that.
No, I'm a ranger. I'm a ranger monk.
Wood elf. As now it would be y'all's turn.
Alright. Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's neat.
I'm a you know what? You know
What's he
what?
gonna do, man?
Well, if I do lightning arrow, he'll be in the radius, and if I do hail of thorns, he'll be in the radius. You know what? How far am I from this guy?
So you ran forward 50 feet.
Yeah. 55.
So you're
I'm alive there.
55. You're 95 feet away.
Aye. So
you can definitely move forward to get within range of any of your spells.
Yeah. Well, the reason more why I was asking was because I was just gonna start fucking throwing hands with him, but since I still have some range, I'll continue just keeping the range for now.
Arkin's bolt.
that is a part of what I'm probably gonna be doing here in a second. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to.
Arkin.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure. Is Arkin's Bolt a action or a bonus? It's an action though. Huh.
You can also upscale it, but also from what you can tell, it does not miss.
Yeah. So it has 3 bolts, and each bolt does a D4?
Yes.
Gotcha.
If you upscale it, it gets more and more aggressive.
Yeah, that bit I knew. I just wanted to make sure about the 3 bolts. Okay.
So at level 3, it uses 3d4 and it fires 5 bolts.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
At level 3, it's doing the same amount of damage as your cannonball.
Gotcha. You know what? Because I have 2 attacks.
That would take your main action to cast that.
Yeah.
But you could use your bonus action to keep doing damage with it, so yes.
Okay.
Or it would just keep doing damage, as long as you don't get hit.
Okay, so I have two attacks I could do within my action.
That's only for melee, from what I understand.
Oh, is it only for melee? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, that's how it's always worked. Spells take a full action to cast.
So what about bow then? Because that's not melee, that's ranged.
That's still when
you mean
actions
martial?
work. Martial, yeah.
Okay.
Or just anything with. It's just there's the normal attacking, which is a bow or a sword or anything like that,
Gotcha.
and then there's casting a spell, which takes a main action.
Gotcha. Well, see, when you said the melee, that I already knew that bit, but it was when you said the melee, that's why I was like, hold up.
I don't know. I default to melee.
Yeah, but I'm a ranger.
You don't count. You're not real.
Okay, man. Thanks.
The only time I've ever had a ranger, they had a gun.
Yeah. No, we have had other rangers before. We just haven't used it much. You had a legendary ranger. What do you mean? They rode on a tiger.
They're not real.
Well, aren't they alive in this world? I don't know. I thought they got
You
dragged.
don't know.
I don't know. All right.
I'm just being a shit. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I like rangers. I just don't use them enough.
Yeah. You know what? Can I use one of my bonus actions as an action type of thing? Because I have an idea. I want to try and use Radiant Infusion and Flaming Blood. And just to stack it onto the attack.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Oh, wait. What's the range on actually Flaming Blood now that I think about it? It's a range of 25. Okay, that won't hit for now. So I'll actually hold back on Flaming Blood. But I can still do that, right? Technically speaking.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action as an action.
Okay.
Yeah,
so then, if I may, then I'd like to stack Radiant Infusion and Boiling Blood. Technically, in fact, like stacking the Radiant Infusion into my actual attack and then just doing Boiling Blood as like a separate attack, basically.
So you're moving forward the entirety of your 65 feet.
Yeah, the entirety of 65 feet. Going to take my shot, infuse it with the radiant infusion, and then boiling blood.
So you're putting the radiant fusion in the boiling blood and then chucking it.
I was just going to have him do the con save thing. Because there's two forms
Radiant
of it.
infusion typically goes in weapons. It goes onto weapons.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the radiant infusion on the bow shot.
Okay, but you're not taking a bow shot. Got it.
I feel like there's some miscommunication. Okay, so the reason why I asked about the bonus action to the action, right, is because I have two of them. I have not two actions. I mean, attacks. I don't know how else to put this, man. I don't know. I won't bother with it. I'll just do the two shots and then just radiant infusion. I really don't know how else to explain it.
Oh, no, okay, so wait, hold on, no. Okay, I'm understanding where the problem was. Okay, I can better explain this because now I can understand. If you do, like, one of Yavina's spells...
Yeah.
As an action, it counts as a full action. You
I
can't
didn't...
do...
Okay,
yeah.
I did not know that.
It counts like casting a spell. That's effectively what it is.
Okay. That I never knew because I'm pretty sure I've done things with Yavina's magic and then had another attack right after that.
Yeah, I think I just didn't get why you were doing that, but I just didn't correct you.
Yeah, you never told me, so I never knew.
It never came up.
Alright, so now at least now I know that. Because that would have made a big difference in fights later on. Alright, cool. And I would just
because balancing is a thing I need to worry about.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, but the thing is, you never told me. So I couldn't, so it would have actually been better balanced if you had told me, because I've been getting extra damage because of that.
Oh well, fuck it. We ball.
Oh god, alright. Well, the first one won't hit, because the first one was already like a dirty 12. So, the other one's a dirty 25. Same guy.
You bit. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Alright. That's
you.
15 piercing, the d6 of fire, that's 2 fire, and then the radiant infusion, which is 3d4, which is another 8.
Neat.
Yeah.
Did you move? You moved forward?
Yeah, 65. Yeah.
Okay. So you would see, as your turn would end, you would see Kenya, the wood elf, use Longstrider on herself.
Okay.
As she has wood elf magic.
Yeah.
And so she does that as a bonus action to herself. So for the next hour, her movement is increased by 10 feet.
Fog.
And then with her main action, she dashes.
Pog.
As she runs forward. Is the Noom and runs forward 90 feet. No, that's 110. Wait, shit, never mind. She's there. She's at the guys.
Great.
Neat, she gets there.
Cool.
And I need you double check. Okay, that's a bonus action. Got it. So that was the end of her turn. As next up, you would see Shish with all of her options. She takes the bonus action of hide. That's for one.
Ah. They got in that one.
She takes the hide action.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard she got in that one. I was like, damn.
No, she used the hide action, and so she, because of her reliable talent, she gets a 23 for her stealth.
Cool.
Then she takes her action, and you see the carriage, like, she just crawls around the carriage, and you just see the carriage door swing open, and she goes into the carriage.
Oh boy. She's in.
As she was at that lock for all of like 3 seconds, and it was open. Like,
checks out for her.
it's a goblin. They will open that lock quickly.
Yep.
And then finally, last up is the Drunesh, who would run forward. And as you would see them get within range of they use the dash, so they move forward. That's enough.
Yeah?
Yes. As she would use her action and bonus action to run forward, you would see her take her reaction and use her racial trait Shield Bash. As she takes her shield, darts forward 10 feet, and slams into the female samurai.
Damn. Does she kill him?
Oh my god, that's a nat 20.
Well, we're rolling nat 20s today, I guess. That must be why I'm getting the bad rolls today.
Yes. So, as the lady would also need to roll a strength save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, neat. Disadvantage, because that was a nat 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so she will not fall prone. But you would see her take 62 bludgeoning as you see Ratty essentially dart forward, slam into this lady, and then basically lift her up with her shield. As essentially she hooks like the edge of her shield into the samurai's gut and lifts her up.
Damn.
As she attempts to knock her down.
What about the plating? Did it like clip onto the plating then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Plating. Yes, that'll work.
Gotcha.
She basically, like, the lady got bent over the fucking shield as she got lifted, as she got shield bashed.
Oh, okay, I was trying to figure out how to picture that, because all I was picturing was like the fucking, like just basically like grabbing them almost, and then just lifting them up. I was trying to picture that. I was like, how would that work with the shield?
My brain was trying to formulate how to describe it.
Gotcha.
Description, not key. I'm working on it. Getting better.
You're getting there.
I'm trying.
You're getting there.
Yee. But yeah, that would be the Druinesh's reaction trait, where if they're a shield bearer, they can shield bash. Dealing a not so insignificant chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Especially on a nat 20. Fuck. As that is the end of Ratty's turn. Shish. Investigation. Got it. So I know what Shish finds. Shish,
Nice.
what do you do? Okay. Got it. So it's now the samurai's turn. You would see the samurai lady, you know, with all the grace in the world, immediately turn around and start swinging at Ratty.
Damn.
Grabbing her other katana and now taking swings at her.
Knock it out of her hand. Disarm her again.
Oh god. So now effectively the two samurai are fighting effectively back to back.
Mm-hmm.
As they've got the straw hat on one side and Ratty, the Viking, on the other.
Yup.
The Viking race version. Oh boy. Got it. So she takes 3 swings at Ratty and only 2 of them will connect.
Alright.
Dealing a whopping 22 slashing damage.
Ow.
And there would be, got it, there was an additional 2d8 of damage. As you would see Ratty take an additional 13 damage of some kind of element.
Huh. Okay.
So that, you can't exactly tell which one it is, but you can tell that there's additional damage that coats in with that, slash, with the 2 slashes.
Okay.
As the guy will take his swings at the straw hat.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm still rolling his to hits.
I gotcha.
Yeah. With 6 katanas, with 6 swings, he's swinging a lot.
That's fair. That is a lot of swings.
Yeah. Those who are wondering how I run dual wielding, yes. That's how that works.
Yep.
You're dual wielding, you get to swing both at the same time.
Yep.
Which, that guy is definitely looking bloodied at this point. He's not quite crippled, but he is getting there.
Yeah.
Which that is when someone is crippled, is they're below 25%.
Yep.
So they do not look good. As he deals a whopping 27 slashing damage to the Straw Hat guy.
Same.
Making the guy's already slashed to bits cloak a little bit more slashed up.
Yeah.
Which, how are you doing, bud? Okay, yeah, the Straw Hat guy is looking a little bit bloodied at this point.
Okay.
Which is fair, he's been fighting a 2v1.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But now it's probably gonna get a whole lot more fair.
Yup.
Because now it became a 4v2. Alright, as next up is the Straw Hat, who takes 3 quick slashes and lands all 3.
Nice.
As he would force the samurai, the dual wielder, into a crippled state. So he's not looking great.
Okay.
He stumbles back from the last hit, like, okay, this is actually starting to hurt a lot. Fuck.
Yeah.
That arrow's not helping, and it's in my fucking side. As to give you the best idea for everyone else visualing this, the best way I can describe this is, I don't know if you've ever seen Sekiro, the video game. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I don't know if you've seen that game.
I have not. I tried to watch it, and I got really bored with it really fast. Like, it's very well made. I'll give it that. The graphics are insane, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, there is a boss in that game that is like, one of the combos literally lasts like 27 attacks.
Yeah.
Like in a row, like endless attacks. That's kind of how this fight looks. It's just endlessly, like, just blades clashing back and forth is kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
For visual understanding of those two samurais fighting.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yes.
Onwards next is Katsu and Co.
Katsu.
Do something.
Coming in. And I'm pretty sure he can close the distance with that guy, right?
Yes.
Well, if I may, because I really just want to throw this guy off his game at this point.
Roll that D4. How are you doing this unarmed strike?
I was debating something. Let me roll something really fast. This is for unarmed. Okay. And that's for katanas. Because I do have those two. I do have double katanas. I could try to, like.
God.
But, like, I know that's, like, I only have a +7 compared to my others, which is, like, a +9, +10. So that really would be the most, like, I mean, is that a good idea? Like, it'd be a humiliating thing for a samurai if the ranger starts wailing on him and actually getting hits in. But, like, yeah, it's probably not worth it. I'm gonna do this, right? So
Fight him.
What?
Fight him. Fucking unarmed fight.
I'm gonna be rolling some unarmed. I gotta roll for the d4s of what types. But I'm trying to figure out what else I could do for my bonus action. Can I, technically speaking, with Zephyr Strike, bonus action, it can be. Can I apply it to my hands?
Move like the
I'm
wind.
trying. That's what I'm trying to figure out because I don't think it says anything about going specifically to the weapon.
Advantage on one weapon attack roll.
And the attack
That
doesn't
attack
actually
deals.
D8.
I just have it so you stack it on whatever you want to do damage
Yeah.
for that and then you just do a D8 for each hit. That's how I've always rolled Zephyr.
Okay. So I'm gonna do it like this then. I'm gonna roll to see if I do Zephyr or if I do Blood Ball to appease Yavina and keep her from hating me. Because I don't want to be smited. So this is for Zephyr Strike. And this is for Blood Ball. I'm only doing this, by the way, because I've just been indecisive today with literally everything. We doing Blood Ball for the bonus action. Okay, Boiling Blood. So we're gonna go for those 2 unarmed strikes. Which first one to hit is a natural 17 plus 9.
Okay.
And the second one is a natural 16 plus 9. And
neat.
let me go ahead and roll for the d4s to see what types we're going to be doing here. Where is my d4 at? I have buried it because I have too much stuff on my desk again and I need to clear it again. I get stuff. Stuff just accumulates on my desk and I just never clear it. Alright. So that's 2. What's 2? That's for one of the attacks. The first attack is the second one. Pinned messages. So he's going to be throwing hands.
Uh-huh.
God damn it. He's biting for once. You see...
Yay!
You're gonna be biting like a rabid dog. He's never done a bite. He's going for a bite. And then how are you sending that blood bar? Are we doing con save or are we doing... Are we going for the to hit version? That's the to hit. Okay. So we're going for it to hit. Roll a d4. Which way are you gonna be fucking shooting this ball at? Hip bump. Okay. Alright, so we've got to one of each. We're doing a hip bump, we're throwing hands, and we're biting.
You haven't kicked.
I haven't kicked.
You just completely abandoned.
Katsu, I feel like the reason why the Katsu is like, how does that spin kick thing go again from Isabella? They're like, try it once on like their free time, and they end up on their face. That's why they've been like hiding from it.
I think he threw one kick and missed.
Probably. That probably happened, honestly. So, for the punch, as he punches directly forward. So, we're looking at a 4'1" dude. Probably punching a, like, what? The dude looks like he's probably like 5'7", 5'11", around that type of height.
Yeah, he's about 5'11".
Okay. So, he's punching him in the gut, basically, then. So, directly center mass in the gut. It's doing 8 bludgeoning damage. Then he's going to bite him, doing... I know it says bludgeoning, but that's really piercing. That's something for the DM.
So you like reach out. Okay.
You see Katsu like fucking...
No, I know. Here's what Katsu does.
Uh-huh.
Katsu channels.
Yeah.
I gotta hold. This got callback.
Okay.
Here we go. Katsu.
Yeah. Katsu. Everybody, he's thinking.
My Discord went on a fucking road trip.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to remember. Okay, so Katsu what?
No. He channels his inner Millil.
Oh boy.
The feral Anubis.
I like to imagine it's one of the things where like, cause he ran at this man, like closing that distance, through the fucking running punch. And I guess just like, if his arm went down, that little bit of Milo came in and just like the most aggressive, like a dog biting someone's arm, fucking bites down on it and just starts shaking his head.
So here's what he does, and this is what I imagine when I said channels his inner Millil.
Yeah.
This is what my brain went to. He runs up behind this guy, because this guy did technically have his back to him.
Oh yeah, true.
Throws like a running punch at the guy's back, jumps up and just bites the guy's throat.
God.
Because that's the only bit of exposed skin.
Yeah, no, that would happen. Yeah, so he does that, doing 7 piercing damage. Would hop off.
Dude, hold on.
Yeah.
No, he just holds on.
Well,
It's
but
just gonna beat
the boiling blood.
He hip bumps him while flailing there.
Gotcha. So he's hip bumping him like in like the back of the shoulder area.
Dude, I'm gonna make this man roll a wisdom save, because this is fucking terrifying.
Roll 17 plus 9 to hit with boiling blood hip bump edition. So as Katsu slams his ass into this guy, you hear
I'm going to be honest, Katsu,
yeah.
he knows damn well he's getting stabbed next turn.
Oh yeah, 100%. And he does 23 fire damage. As it just sears into this dude's like back of his neck, basically, or like like it's like that area where it's like the shoulder connecting to the back bit area, basically.
Also, you'd be able to tell that bite to the throat was like, it did a lot more damage than it was probably supposed to.
Great.
As, yeah, I'm just giving that, that's just a crit. I'm giving that crit damage because that's a bite to the throat. I'm just choosing to double that. It's just the most like, no, you don't do 7. No, you do 14. Because you hit a man in the throat and you bit him.
Listen, man, you know, it is what it is. Oh, God.
Alright. As he deals that damage to that guy.
Yeah.
As Katsu would not see Shish.
Yeah.
That is the end of her turn.
Damn.
He has no idea what she does, but he does hear murmurs and goblin, and she doesn't sound happy.
Oh. There was no shinies.
Oh no, this sounds like, oh, you mother.
Oh boy.
Like, she sounds like she's swearing in goblin.
Did they try to kidnap someone? What the fuck is going on?
Shish, what do you choose to do? Intelligence checks.
Oh boy.
Oh god, okay. That's a choice.
Yeah.
Choice you made.
Yeah.
That's a choice you made, Shish. Alright, moving on. You was she.
Yeah.
You would see the you would see Roddy take her longsword that she's got
Yeah.
and essentially just slash the shit out of this bitch.
Yep.
And she deals. Because she specializes in one-handed combat,
Yeah.
she does a lot more damage one-handing a weapon instead of two-handing it.
Alright.
As she deals a whopping
A massive even.
yes.
Perhaps even a galactical titanium sized.
44 slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
Bonus action.
Bonus action, she smacks the shit out of the guy.
Let me roll. Oh boy, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So she attempts to do a like shield bash, knock someone's weapon out of their hand.
Yeah.
Which that's not an action thing, it's just a thing you can choose to try and do.
Yeah.
So it's competing athletics checks for her and the samurai.
I hope the samurai dies a bloody death.
Oh my god. You would see Roddy essentially like jump forward, like slashing this girl with 3 times with her longsword, which
Yeah.
it bypasses the lady's guard each time, mainly because I'm pretty sure there's a shield in her face.
Yep.
So she's fighting someone she's not used to fighting. This is not a fighting style samurai are usually used to having to deal with.
Not used to dealing with Vikings, why not?
Yeah, the Druidish normally keep to themselves. That's why this is a problem. The Druidish are the people that are like, yeah, we're off over here. Don't bother us. This lady is like, hi, fucker. She like hooks the shield around the lady's katana.
Yeah.
And essentially like twists her arm, like putting the edge of the shield in the lady's face and like making it so her arm is bent around the shield, forcing her to drop the weapon.
Okay.
So essentially she bypassed the lady's guard and like forced her to drop the blade.
Yeah.
So she has no weapon anymore.
First fight. First fight.
She might not have a choice.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay, that's her turn.
Yeah.
Kenya. What do? You have an option.
Kenya.
Neat. She uses her bonus action and uses the duel on. She attempts to force a creature to duel her, and she focuses it on the lady who has no weapons.
Oh boy.
who's got Adrunesh in her face, which would make it really difficult for her to get to Kenya.
Yep.
And Kenya does this on purpose.
And she keeps the distance. I mean, opportunity of attack will also apply to this.
Uh-huh. Oh, don't worry, we'll get into that.
Oh boy.
As with her action, with a bonus action, she does that, which is a DC 16. I think that's a Wisdom save.
I think it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw. The lady would fail with a natural 7.
Damn.
And then you would see Kenya raise up 3 magical stones with her action
Hell yeah.
and throw them at the girl.
Whoa.
As she uses magic stone.
Hell yeah.
And as is tradition with magical stone, 2 of them hit.
Yeah.
13 for bludgeoning from magic stone. And unfortunately for the lady, she will have to exit Ratty's range to get to Kenya. And now has disadvantage on attacking Ratty.
Yeah.
Because fuck you. That is the end of her turn.
Alright.
As next up will be neat. Alright, that would be
Samurai?
yeah, the samurai.
Yeah.
My brain was like, which group is next?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, I'm trying, man.
I got you, man. You're good.
Yeah, alright. Man, this poor lady. You see her try and get her katana from around Roddy, who just puts her foot on the katana's blade. Like, no, you don't get this. You don't get your weapon, fuck you. So the lady, oh. God, yeah, no, that's fitting. She attempts to she pulls out I think it's called a tanto, which is like the dagger version of the katana.
Yeah.
She pulls out one of those and attempts to stab Roddy, but disadvantage because of the duel.
Yep.
So she embeds it into Roddy's shield with a nat 1, and the blade snaps.
Great.
That's it.
I was
That's the end of her.
I was hoping it was just gonna be stuck there, so that it's just one of those things where it's like, well, you can try and get it out. It won't go well, but you can try.
Let me see. Did the blade hold? Let me see. The blade does hold, so it's just stuck there.
Great.
Roddy, do you have an idea? She does have an idea. Oh no. Alright, so the blade is about the Tanto, which has like a good 8-inch blade.
Yeah.
Only like the first 2 inches are in the wooden shield, I should mention that.
Yeah.
So it's about 6 inches of blade that's sticking out. And Katsu can literally see Roddy just start smiling.
Oh boy.
Like, I have an idea.
Well, see, he's kind of stuck on someone's shoulder, biting their neck right now. But yeah, the best what he can.
Yeah, when he's spinning around, he sees that out of his corner of his eye.
Yeah, like the blur of a smile.
Yeah.
It's like being on one of those merry-go-rounds, except it's accelerated at an insane speed.
Oh yeah. Katsu has an AC of 18.
Yes, I do.
And the guy would take 6 swings to attempt to get him off.
Would it be a disadvantage? Because that's a hard area to hit.
I gave you a +2 because you technically got half cover because of the guy's own body.
Yeah.
So I was like, you have to beat a 20 instead of an 18. But I'm not giving you disadvantage because your life's hard enough.
Fair enough.
He's got enough problems.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, no. So 4 of the attacks would miss,
Uh-huh.
and Katsu takes a whopping,
Yeah.
a terrifying.
Yeah.
He slashes Katsu twice,
Yeah.
dealing a whopping
Yeah.
24 slashing damage.
24. Aight.
As essentially his 2 katanas essentially scissor head into Katsu's sides.
Okay.
As essentially he has to. Katsu can tell the guy is struggling to hit him.
Yeah.
Hence why he missed 4 times. But when he finally figures out where Katsu is, he's like, "There you fucking are." Because he's trying to figure out where on his body Katsu's dangling.
Yeah.
So he had to take 4 feet to figure out where exactly on his back Katsu was because Katsu's wiggling around on the guy's back.
Yeah.
Because he's a fish out of water. So he's like, "Where the fuck are you?"
Bro, this is the equivalency of I know you're not gonna get this, but some people will probably get this. Putting someone like Big Shaq versus Danny DeVito. The fucking short ass dude versus 7 foot tall dude.
Yeah, no, really.
Cause you have a tiny ass Tanuki.
Fighting.
Yep.
Like a fucking rabid dog.
Yeah.
Oh god, why are you missing 1 hit point? Alright, continuing.
Yeah.
As next up is the Straw Hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, he would take 3 swings with his katana, 2 of them would be blocked.
Same.
Props to this dude who's getting bit. He's trying.
Yeah. He's crippled,
got
right?
it. Yeah, he's in the crippled state, so it's really you're hearing his breathing is really fucking ragged.
Yeah.
So his breathing's ragged, he's coated in blood, he's got someone dangling off of his back, pulling him backwards, and his legs are at risk of giving out.
Yeah.
And he's got a dude swinging swords at him, so he's like, oh god.
If he doesn't knock him out, I have a plan to try and knock him out, so he doesn't have to be killed at least.
Yeah, the guy's fighting for his life too, so.
Yeah.
He has not entered fight for your life state or final stand really.
Yeah.
Yet, but he might have it, you don't know. But
Yeah.
considering how this dude's fighting, he probably does.
Yeah.
So that's a good at least.
That's good.
Yeah, he won't immediately die. Oh boy. Yeah, no, the guy would only manage to land 1 hit, as essentially you would hear clashing of 2 swords, and then finally you would hear the sound of someone getting slashed. As the guy takes 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
And you can hear his teeth, grating together. As it's just that, grinding sound of, just that sucking through your teeth with your teeth, together.
Yeah.
Just that, pain.
Yeah.
Fucking ow. Boy. Con checks. He's still conscious and up. Neat.
Not for long.
Not for long, yeah. He won't. Don't worry. He really don't have the hit points to be doing this, man.
Yeah.
As next up, you would see it's y'all's turn.
Yeah. So, Katsu, what type of unarmed strikes are we going for here, bud? Okay, no, that checks out. That also works well with the plan. That also works well with the plan. So Katsu, with his 200 strikes, will be going for hip bumps and leg.
So we're up to 6 ass strikes, 2 foot strikes, 3 hand strikes, and 1 bite. Yes, everyone, I've been keeping track.
Yeah, we have a thing in our DMs that we have pinned, and we've been keeping track of it. So basically what I want to do to try and count these into play, he would let go of the bite, get up on the shoulders, and just try and squeeze the life out of him with his legs as a quote-unquote those type of attacks. If I can choke him out, then he'll fall unconscious. That's why I was like, okay, I was thinking in my head, I was like, D4, just give me leg or the other one. Either or, because that technically qualifies for this. So
I'm going
that ult Will to ask on a nat 20, and it's, I guess, muscle attack hit. I don't know how else to put that.
Thigh strike.
And then the thigh strike. Alright, and then a natural 17.
Okay.
Okay.
Neat.
So, the first one will have double damage because crit, as that does 6 bludgeoning damage to the neck. And then the other one doing 7 bludgeoning damage to the neck. Is he unconscious?
Let me see. You resilient bastard. The guy would fall to a knee as his katanas, essentially he drops his left katana.
Yeah.
As his hand like hits the ground to essentially stabilize himself.
Yeah.
As Katsu would see the guy in the straw hat essentially start angling his blade so that in case the guy is still fighting, he can strike at him without hitting Katsu. So there is like that genuine, I'm not trying to hit you.
Yeah.
I want you to know that.
Appreciate it. So then I'm going to use my key point to activate a flurry of blows to get 2 more unarmed strikes in.
Okay.
And so we're going to roll for the d4s. What types are we doing here? That's another leg. That was a 3. And that was another 4. So again, he's just going to apply more pressure to that like chokehold he has with the
7 ass
thighs.
strikes and 3 foot strikes.
Yup. As he does 6, as he tightens slightly, and then tightening a little bit more does another 6.
Okay.
God, this... So to give you an idea, the guy, like, he has his right hand, the blade is, like, in the ground.
Yeah.
As he's staying up, and his other hand is, like, on, as he's fighting for consciousness.
Damn.
Like, there's definitely that will to keep living.
Yeah.
That's there. But...
that's fair.
Con saves, buddy. I'm so sorry. Actually, wait.
Yeah?
I need you to roll a competing. I'm gonna give you a bonus on this, but you get so when you roll an advantage athletics check,
Okay.
but instead of using your +2, use your dexterity.
Thankfully, I got good rolls for this. So I got first was a natural 13, then a natural 17, so 17 plus 5, so 22.
23. Alright, so that is the athletics DC he needs to beat.
Yep.
Oh god, that's not good. Got it. So Katsu, as he's choking this dude out with his legs,
Yeah.
Katsu would feel a pop
Okay.
in this guy's neck.
Ah! I may have killed a man.
And he feels the guy's body stiffen as he falls down with a like, and you hear him just shout in pain.
So I think Katsu is going to let go of the hold and get up. He's not going out of attack range, but he is given that, like, I think attack range is, 5 feet? So, like, he goes on the rim of the edge before it would have been opportunity of attack. Like, my bad.
Yeah, so from what his best guess is, he might have just dislocated, like, the guy's jaw. Or, like, his, like, it was one of those, like, you moved something that wasn't supposed to move, and it was somewhere in the neck to shoulder area, in jaw area.
That's
something in there
painful.
popped, and it wasn't supposed to, and that guy is in pain.
Yeah, so Katsu, he would have just, like, rolled back, basically, to get away from that. Like, sorry. There is a whispered sorry from Katsu.
Oh, fuck you.
Like, he's like looking down at the samurai, then looking back at the other guy, and then looking down at the samurai, and then looking back at the other guy.
He's looking at the straw hat, looking at the samurai, looking at the straw hat, looking at the samurai.
Looks over at Ratty, looks back at the samurai, looks over at Ratty again, looks back at the samurai, looks back at the guy with the straw hat, looks back at the samurai, looks over at Celicis, and then looks back at the samurai.
I want to mention I did this.
Yeah.
I did that bit with someone, and there was a Warforged. I was looking between everyone, and then after it just looked straight forward and shut down, and everyone was like, "Wait."
You were supposed to tell us something, not shut down.
Oh man.
Oh god. But yeah, that's that.
Great.
As Katsu would see the goblin come rushing out of that fucking carriage.
Checks out.
And you see her dual wielding daggers.
The fuck did they do?
As you see her take a running start at the guy who is on the ground.
Shush. Doesn't matter how mad you are, there is morals. There is a moral compass you need to follow.
She rolls a moral check. She rolled a 4.
Alright, he's dead. Say goodnight, buddy.
As you see her use her body weight, which isn't a lot. It's not a lot. It's still just a goblin.
Yeah.
Which I did not put in her weight, but she is only, I think we said, she's only like 4'2".
Yeah.
Something?
Katsu only weighs like 75 pounds and he's 4'1". She's also 4'1". Because... Yeah, because remember he was trying to one up her and failed.
Yeah. But goblins I'm pretty sure are lighter than tanukis. Normally.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so she only weighs like 65 pounds.
Yeah.
But you see her slam into this guy's side, like jabbing her daggers into his side, and using her body weight to shove those daggers as far into his side as she can.
Ow.
Both of those hit, and he is surprised because he did not know she was there.
Yep.
Fucking goblin came out of nowhere.
Rip.
And you see her, and she uses Fury of the Small.
Oh boy.
To add an extra 4 damage to her attack. You know what? No, she uses it on both of her daggers.
Yeah.
So she gets 11 damage, 10 damage, so 21. She does 40 damage to this guy.
Yeah.
As he is standing there in a very crippled state, as she slams into him and knocks him to the ground. And yeah, she rips her daggers out of his side. As you would see the guy's final stand activate. As instead of dropping to 0, he drops to 1. Fish is not happy that he is alive.
Yeah, it checks out.
She's got the most, like, murderous intent grin.
Katsu, we just look to her and just go, what did you see?
You'll see. They're on their way out.
Oh boy.
As you would see.
Mm-hmm.
You would see one of the people step out.
Uh-huh.
So you would see this lady step out.
Okay.
Of the carriage. And you'd see this lady. If it'll ever send.
It maybe. We'll debate on sending it. Gotcha. Does she have all the equipment and clothing and everything that's in this said picture for reference? Double checking. Because if this is like, I'm guessing these are captives, that's the type of vibe I'm getting, and if that is the case, okay.
This is a captive, and you can see she steps out, and she's probably put on this equipment. This is probably the equipment that they took from her.
Okay, gotcha.
So she is actively putting her hood back up, as it's like a you fuckers.
And one other question before I start describing this character, because the lighting, is this a drow? Because it's kind of like a bluish skin color I'm seeing here.
So the first thing Katsu would notice is that her skin is rather pale looking.
Okay.
It is a paler color. But Katsu, the first thing he notices is her gleaming silver eyes. Okay. So he's looking at a changeling.
Gotcha.
Who's probably actively, like, it's going from a pale to a darker color. So she's probably actively changing.
Gotcha.
Into a more, like, less changeling look.
Yeah. So the look we're currently looking at is a kind of like palish skin, silver eyes, thick black eyebrows, long black hair that kind of drapes over the right eye, a black cloak that she is actively putting on. There seems to be butterflies flying around her. There is I should mention, This like robe has like a 2-set thing to it. Wait, no, I see what this is. Okay, so it's like a long black hooded robe that probably goes down near the floor area, right? But she has a like black jacket, like crop top, kind of like underneath it in the process, and then like a like crimson red, almost burgundy-esque type of like shirt that basically covers half of the chest and then down. So there's a little bit of cleavage showing. There's no sleeves on either the robe or the shirt or really anything. She does have these like black wristbands as accessories, as well as there's like one black wristband that's like, well, not really a wristband, but that same type of thing basically on her right forearm area as well. And then tight black pants, probably just because of the figure, because she does have a bit of an hourglass going on, so it would be harder to find something that would be more on the baggy side at the end of the day. And also with it being primordial times, you're not really going to find baggy clothing as easily, probably, I would imagine.
Unless you make it yourself.
Yeah, unless you make it yourself. And then besides that, it's just like thigh-high black boots, which are probably made of leather and then dyed, most likely is the case, considering the time, the era and time that we're in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Which her clothing seems to be a little bit... she might even be from Katsu's old world, the old world.
Possibly.
Considering her clothing.
That is true, that is true.
Kat, let me see. Does this girl step out? Oh god. She does.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure about this? I'm giving you disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm giving this character disadvantage because of problems she's going to have.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she says fuck it.
Okay.
So you would see this lady step out as she hops down and stands behind the lady that stepped out before her, kind of using her as a body shield for obvious reasons.
Okay. So these assholes took basically all of her clothing. Thankfully the image is somewhat censored, so it's not an actual like nightmare field to look at.
Her hair is covering most of her body. And she's got a lot of hair.
She has a lot of hair. So like basically way back in the old world, at the very ending, we got that one random claimed lady, and I'm trying to remember her name right now, because I have no guarantee she's dead, most likely. That's my guess. So I kind of just put her name out of my head. What was her name? But for those who remember, there was a claim lady that we got
Renata.
out in the desert. Renata, yes, Renata. She has like Renata level of hair. Like there is an insane amount of hair. They have basically gotten rid of all of her clothing. The only thing she seems to have is like the undergarment. Like that is it. Dark skin, yellow eyes, long black hair, really messy. It's like almost like wavy, bordering curly type of hair. And an hourglass body. Like that is the best way to put that. Again, I feel horrible for this person.
Yes. Katsu would immediately recognize from the girl that stepped out before her.
Yeah.
He's dealing with someone who also messes with Fey magic.
Gotcha.
So she's in the same plate as him.
Can I do something by chance?
What do you want to do?
If I may have a free action, because I know it's not my turn yet, can I, like, throw off my... Because as you've seen before in the reference pictures of Katsu, he has that, like, dark red robe that he kind of puts on, like, the right side of his shoulder. It wouldn't take much time. Could he, like, grab that and, like, tear it off and just throw it to them? Like, hey, here's this. Like... Is that something?
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Just
He
like,
uses a
cover
reaction.
yourself, please. I got you, buddy.
Alright, she catches that pretty easily.
Yeah, no, Katsu's fucking pissed. Nat 20 on
So,
anger.
and now he looked at Shish and he's like, I now understand why you are that fucking angry. That is a
Yep.
dancer who said you are going to fucking die by my hands.
Yep.
It's a fucking dancer that chose violence.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, as that is next up is Ratty.
Ooh, Roddy. Temperament check. Mm. Yeah, that sounds about right. She fucking shield bashed this lady in the face.
Fair.
Does this hit? It will not. But she tried.
Okay.
And then she will slash the lady 3 times.
Hell yeah.
All 2 of them hit.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to see what the last number was because it rolled into like a shadow, and I was like, "The fuck is that number?"
Yeah. do. Oh.
God,
Sorry.
my man.
Do.
I get it. You like the song. Shut.
It's a good song, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That was nice. Turn as just Kenya. Kenya, how do you feel?
Killed him. Desperately killed him.
With a 3, with her 3, in her temperament.
Mm-hmm.
Long sword go burr.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's a crit. Oh no.
Yo.
Oh god, you see her swing and put the longsword into the lady's throat.
Ow. The bit of elven training kind of came out.
Yeah. As it was like, body shot, throat.
Yeah. No, actually, excuse you. Body shot, shield to the face, throat. I'll have you know.
Yeah. So, god, that is, yeah, it's like shield bash, sword, extra swords. I'll put the sword with the rest of the swords.
Yeah.
As she takes, that's doubled because that's a neck shot. Oh god, 30 fucking 6 damage to her neck.
Yeah.
As... Oh boy. Are you still standing? You would see the lady fall to the ground gripping at her throat.
Damn.
As the side of her neck has been slashed open.
Yep.
Oh boy.
She's dead.
She's dying, that's for sure.
Just leave her on the floor. Let her bleed out.
Hold on.
She deserves it.
You see Var fly over. He's here now. Var's here.
Hey, Ver, give them a disease.
He does. He stabs them. Roll a D100.
Alright, here we go. D100 board. Here we go. What are they getting? They're getting 50. We've rolled this one before. What was this one? Number 50. Pulling up the doc sheet right now. As she gets... Dude, Drought would have been so funny. Because she would just felt like she couldn't, like her, throat was dry. No, 50. Astral dysfunction. She will sporadically start teleporting to random areas now. Anytime she's about to teleport, she has to roll a DC 15 con save.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Symbiosis would have been funny, though. She just starts turning into a slime.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so next.
Next is
The samurai.
the samurai's turn.
Yes.
The guy. What do you do? He's on death. He's on. So lady's dying.
Yeah.
She can't do anything. The guy is on final stand.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to make a will save for himself.
Yeah.
Because there is that one tiny problem.
Yeah.
that he gotta deal with some shit. He got a lot of people he gotta try and fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. What do you do, bud? Yeah, that's fair. You would see him lower his head
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just sit there for a moment. As he does stand up, as he sits up and stays on one knee,
Yeah.
he just kind of lowers his head and just waits. He knows what's coming. That it's one of those, like, you see a guy accept his own fate.
Yup.
As you see the Straw Hat take a glance at all of you, and he's gonna roll an insight.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all care if he kills him. That's what he's checking. He's trying to read that from you guys.
I mean, I think Katsu's mercy went out the fucking window. Because he got a
Neat,
nat
so
20
he
on his anger.
Neat. So he fucking decapitates the guy.
Yeah.
Which, it was that thing of, there was a bit of honor with at least this dude specifically.
Yeah.
The guy had a bit of honor. He was probably just a friend of this girl who probably didn't have honor.
Gotcha.
So you saw the honor side of a samurai come out. He's like, no, no. That look of, I'm going to accept my fate with some fucking dignity.
Yeah.
So he accepted his fate and died with some honor.
Okay.
As he allowed himself to be decapitated. He
All
did
right.
not try and fight a death he could not defeat.
Yeah.
However, the lady lays there bleeding and dying. And everyone just kind of watches.
God, I feel like Katsu would just hover over her and just kind of sit down and go, you really shouldn't have done that. This was a bad idea on your end. And he'd wait for her to die.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna carve in the ritual summoning thing for Yelena. Because they don't get to just die and then go and be reincarnated or get sent to the ninth hell. I got a personal hell for them, and that's that blood wall. I'm sending them both there.
The guy didn't yet. No, it's fair.
Yeah.
You guys
Listen,
roll for the dude. The lady's a guarantee, but roll for the dude.
hear me out. Guilty by association.
Fair enough.
Like, normally I wouldn't be that type of guy, but like with something like this, nah, guilty by association. You were helping. I don't care if you got honor.
That's fair.
That's a moral compass thing.
Yeah, Shish just stabs them both repeatedly for about 10 minutes.
Sure. Oh, I'm being called. Hold on. Welcome back. I am. Hope you grabbed your popcorn, maybe a little bit of blankets, maybe a snack, maybe a new car. Maybe you got a house. Who knows? I have a burger and fries. That's what I have. Get wrecked. So they're dead now. And they're being sacrificed. I feel like Katsu would just kind of look over to the samurai. Just kind of go, thank you for helping them. I don't know what's going on with that. Glad I chose to shoot them.
You would be able to see like the guy's mouth and like the underside of his neck as he's now not like fully bent forward and like more of a fighting position. He's not relaxed at all because he still doesn't know you.
Yeah.
So he's still trying to piece together how good of people you guys are, which is still fair.
Yeah.
But you would see a small smirk as he does find that moderately amusing. He goes, well, I didn't really want to have to fight you either. I didn't want to have to fight them. But reason was not an option, and I'm not even from here, so not sure why I had to deal with it.
He squints at him and goes, are you from the old world? From the old world? From my world? Are you from my world? Are you from a different world? Oh, there's other countries. Right. Yeah. Forgot about that. My bad.
You're not sure if this guy's squinting at you. Because you can't see his eyes.
But damn, I feel like they're judging me.
Uh-huh.
You just go, sorry, Katsu, pleasure to meet you.
Oh yeah, let me grab the guy's name.
You just look over, Vero, by the way, can you do me a favor? In a big one at that. I want you to fly over to the caravan, and go grab some some clothes for this lady here, if you could.
He looks over at the lady. She stares at him, and you see Vero. Yeah, why'd you make eye contact with me? Like, you see her with zero hesitation make eye contact with an imp. The imp is confused. He's like, okay, fine, I'm going. Fuck. Damn.
She went through a different type of hell. Get fucked.
Yeah. She looks at the imp like, you're not fucking scary. Fuck you. I want to mention, you would look over, you would see that wall is still there, and now you see fucking Sassless is just propped up there sitting.
Yeah. Katsu's giving him that he's like trying to see him like keep that wall up till she gets her clothes. Keep that up, chief. Technically she has like a half cover because like the robe, but also I don't know how tall this lady is, so I don't know how well Katsu's robe fits on her.
She is standing, and Katsu hates how tall she is.
Oh god.
She's standing at a whopping 7 foot. No, I'm kidding.
Damn. Fucking Amazonian lady.
No, she is standing at about, but she is standing at about 6 foot. Because she, from what you can tell, she's probably a half Lupin.
So he's like kind of cranking his neck up, like.
Yeah. He's trying not to stare directly at her chest, because that's what's directly in front of him.
That is actually a genuine problem for him, because for the people who can't see the image, because obviously nobody can except us, chest is, just a little out there. Counting on how he angles himself, he might not be able to see the face. So he's definitely having to keep some distance so he can see the face. Like, that's the kind of problem that we got going on here.
Yeah, the other lady who you were able... Also, this is... Well, actually, Katsu wouldn't know this. Would anyone tell Katsu? I'll have to roll. Okay. So... Shish would wander over into the carriages, and you just see her start tossing shit out. And she's like, where's the fuck... There it is.
Yeah.
She walks out, and she's like, here you go. And like hands like a cloak up to the girl.
Yeah.
The girl's like, oh, thank you. She puts on a cloak as well, and she would give Katsu his cloak back, as she does now have a better fitting cloak, which just spends like a minute and a half trying to find. Which,
I can imagine by the time she finds it, bear's starting to fly back. So it's the most like, oh, you fucker, fuck you. like the over-aggressive imp.
I mean, they still want to find her proper clothes.
Yeah.
Make her proper clothes.
Yeah.
Vera comes back with... He tried. He came back with like a half cloak, so her legs still would have been out, because that's the only thing he could find.
Yeah.
So it's like she gets something similar to what the other lady's wearing, where she's got a cloak that goes down to like her hips, and then a cloak that goes over that covers the rest of her body.
Yeah.
Which she's fine with that. Oh god. You would find out from the guy, the straw hat guy, he would, no, I'm from Sekiro, the country in the mountains. I'm from a group known as the Straw Hats.
Oh, right, Sekiro. That's the one with, from what I've heard, and apologies. This is only what I've heard. I'm not from any of the countries. From what I know, that's the one with the humans, and from what I've heard, the guy at the border area say to never go there. Is it like violent or something? What's going on with that? Like, he seemed really mad about that place when he mentioned it. As well as the Druidinesh people that I met, like, in that one village. There seems to be a lot of people mad about Sekiro.
Sekiro is currently at war with Kibai.
Oh. We didn't
So
have
anyone in
wars
Kibai.
Oh.
So Sekiro's people currently don't like most fluffy folk, as Kibai's country is mostly just fluffy folk and a few other races.
No, that's kind of racist.
Yes, it is.
What about
But
the
also
whole harmony
Kibai's
thing?
people. The fuck's that?
He just lowers his ear like, oh.
So you would find out from the Straw Hat guy that he's from a group known as the Straw Hands.
Okay.
They work in Sekiro, and they are kind of like they're not part of Sekiro's military, and Sekiro doesn't really acknowledge them much.
Yeah.
But they have a tendency of going around and solving problems on their own.
Gotcha.
So it's like this third-party militia team that does their own things.
Okay, cool.
Which they're not 100% on Sekiro's side, but they're not 100% against it. They're kind of neutral to everyone.
Yeah.
They're also one of the few groups that can travel between the countries, and each country is like, no, you're fine. Your leader is like a lawful good. Like, you guys will go out of your way to do good things and help. It's just the way they get it done. Oh boy.
The way they get it done is questionable.
Yeah, it's a mercenary group. They do what they can.
Yeah, yeah.
End of the day, they're mercenaries. If they kill someone, they don't really care.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So the death of a person is fine if they get the job done.
Yeah.
So for him, he was probably tipped off that these guys had something that they weren't supposed to. He probably didn't know that they had people.
Yeah.
But he was going to deal with it either way, since he was nearby.
Sure. Katsu would just look to him and go, "Give me a moment, by the way." And he just kind of put a hand on the samurai. And he's going to try and use either the Forgotten.
So the guy that got decapitated?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. How useful is the memory you get? Because that is the thing with Eyes of the Forgotten. It's going through all the memories someone has, and it's like, all right, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would see from the perspective of the guy. So for once, Katsu gets to feel tall. So that's neat.
Dude, he's fucking smiling for those 2 seconds where he's like in that weird stasis thing.
Yeah. But he would see from the guy's perspective.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything interesting about this guy's vision. Because different people see things that, oh, neat.
Yeah.
This guy's partially colorblind.
Pog.
He is. What type of colorblind are you? There's like 5 different types, isn't there?
Technically, okay, so it boils down to the main basis being 3, which is Dunar Chronic, which is red and green, but trust me, it doesn't just affect red and green, despite the name. There's the one where you can only see yellow and blue. I don't know the exact name for that. I think it's like Tritonomia or something like that. And there's just black and white. There's probably some other ones I don't know about, but those are the ones that I know about as a person who is colorblind.
Which one are you?
I'm Dunar Chronic. Red and green.
Okay, thank you. Dunachronic. Aw, red and green. Thank you.
Yeah. I always go for saying Deutachronic because I hate the fucking name red and green. Because it's so deceptive. It's insanely deceptive. Because nothing is right about that.
Anything that has red and green in it, you're fucked.
Even then, like, I can see some reds and greens. But some greens
like,
can look like yellows and some reds can look like browns and shit like that. And I'm like, ugh. But also, blues can look like purples. That's why I'm like, red and green bullshit my ass.
It has green in the color to make it, so yeah.
Yeah, but the blue bit, man. Like a pastel blue can look white. That's why I'm
Blue
like,
has red in it. Blue has green in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright.
Colors are weird. That's how they work.
I didn't pay attention to my art stuff when they start talking about color wheel stuff, so I never remember that. Because, you know, telling the colorblind about color wheel stuff is it's annoying.
Yeah. It does. Like, there's very few colors that are just one color.
Alright.
Cause like even to make like a light blue, like you need to add red into it to make it. Like it's weird. Color making's weird.
Yeah.
You would see this guy is. Yeah, he saw everything in black and white. So.
Oh damn, that's fucking rare.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, "What do you got? How weird is your color?" And I was like, 1 to 7, you got red and green, like.
Red and green's
1 to
most common too.
I was like 1 to 12, you get red and green. Like 13 to like 18 is the other one.
Yeah.
And then 19 and 20, you're black and white. Because I was like, I know that one's not fucking common. I did know a guy who had that. He hated his existence.
Yeah.
He hated dealing with people.
Fair.
He also had a tendency of not being able to tell where a door was.
That's rough.
So someone who painted, they painted the door the same color as the wall, so he just walked by the door because he didn't see it.
That's
It was
so
just, and someone was like, "You missed the door," and he was like, "There's a door there."
Rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't know how that guy's doing. But yeah, but this guy was black and white, so he saw everything in black and white. So you're seeing everything in a black and white coloring as you would see he's walking along talking to the girl as she's explaining that there were people in the city that she had been given a job to deliver something from they would need to pick up things and pick up the cargo. She didn't even tell the guy what they were taking. She said, "We're taking cargo from Goldcrest to Estonia." That's what she told him.
Estonia.
Which means they would have to pass through Ironforge and then head down to Estonia.
Okay.
But she told him, "Yeah, no, we just got to take the cargo. I'll deal with it. Just manage the horses. You're better at that than me." It's kind of what she told him, and he was like, "Okay, I'll help."
Also, yeah, I mean, yeah. Is there anything else from the memory?
You would get that. She was really cagey about the information, from what you can tell. So he barely knew enough to justify him helping. From what it seems, she was probably a friend of his. So that's probably why he came along.
Fair enough.
And the memory kind of blinks forward to when they were traveling, because you got a nat 20, so you get a nice little chunk of information. There's a few chunks about this where he asks a few questions about what the cargo is that they're carrying.
Yeah.
And she kind of more explained that it was more of like animal traveling.
Yeah.
Like animal thing, and he just kind of accepted that. And then the next memory he gets is literally just a blur attacking the carriage.
Okay. That was me. Or the samurai.
Yeah, that was the straw hat going, "Hi, fuckers."
So.
But it was just the two of them, and from this lady, the lady was contracted to do this. So she probably got paid to do this.
Gotcha.
So there's more, but the thing is, they picked them up in Goldcrest. So this originated from, these two were from Goldcrest, and they were being taken to Estonia.
Okay. So, I've got a plan.
Yeah, plan.
I'm gonna check her body once I come out of that memory. Katsu does not say a word. He doesn't look to anyone. He just walks over to the body, to the lady's body.
Okay.
I'm gonna look. Is there any contract or anything on her? Any letters? Anything?
Investigation.
Boy. here comes the idiot. Fucking.
Are you sure you don't want to ask?
Yeah, so with his hand, he looks over and he just kicks the body. And then looks over. And looks at the other and go, he looks over at Shish and goes, Shish, you have better eyes than me. See if you can find any letters or anything.
I am better at finding things than you. She starts looking.
He starts crying. There's like a singular tear that goes down his right face from that comment. Once again, the Tanuki Ranger feels attacked.
As the fucking rogue with expertise in investigation starts looking.
Great. You know how fucking harsh that is for a Tanuki, let alone a Tanuki Ranger to fucking hear? One of their main sticks is seeing shit, man.
Yeah, but he's blind and dumb.
Oh, come on, man. Again, this whole thing is fuck.
Yeah, his main thing, he can talk his way out of anything and wiggle his way out of anything. But boy, is he stupid.
Wiggle, yeah. Oh, yeah, because Dex, yeah. I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck do you mean by wiggle? Never mind, I get it.
Yep. Okay, so with her natural 17 plus 10.
Yeah.
She's like, yes, there's the money. She takes it. Priorities.
Oh, man.
She takes the girl's jewelry, too. You just see it disappear as she searches the body. You don't even see her grab it.
Oh, God.
Like, Katsu blinks and he sees, like, a necklace the girl was wearing just fucking gone. It's like,
He blinks again, and earring's gone. Hold up.
Yup. With a 28 sleight of hand, no one fucking notices.
Checks out.
It's like you notice after it's gone.
Yeah.
And she's like, I found it. She
Alright.
pulls out like a little scroll. She's like, I got it. She kicks the girl in the face.
Great. So Katsu kind of like reaches out for it, like, can I have it? Not the jewelry, you can keep that. I mean the
one copper.
Scroll. Again, another tear as he slowly reaches into his thing. He slowly grabs that piece of copper. Is it your lucky copper? Make sure you don't grab the lucky copper. Thank goodness. Okay, he doesn't manage to give her his lucky copper. Because there's, fun fact, since, like, I think episode, 4? He's had a, like, singular piece of copper that I mentioned before. That's, like, his lucky copper that he's kept by his side. If he ever loses that, he's gonna be so fucking sad.
It's like in a separate pouch and everything.
Dude, let's be real. Would he ever remember to do that?
No, but
yeah,
it's
exactly.
Funny.
So he hands her his unlucky. He hands her an unlucky piece of copper.
All right, let's see. Does this curse her?
No, dude, it's copper at the end of the day. Damn.
Well, Yavina is like, this is unlucky. Yavina's like, okay.
My God, dude. If it was unlucky, he would have kept it. Like, he's a Tanuki, but not even he's not above keeping, like, a, you know.
Oh, God. Yeah, so Shish makes 61 copper out of this.
Damn.
He made 60 from the corpse.
That thief subclass is really coming into play here in multiple ways. I got highway robbery by the goblin.
You got highway robbery by your own fucking dancer.
And so he would just grab the scroll and go, thank you. Cry. And then he's gonna open it.
She walks over to the guy and starts brutally, like, searching through his corpse.
Oh, God. He would just look at her and go, oh, be more delicate with him. He actually wasn't bad. She didn't give him any information on what they were doing.
Oh.
He says that and doesn't explain fucking anything. So for the 3 other strangers, they're probably just sitting here like, the fuck do you mean?
Yup.
He just look. I guess like as he's like opening school, you just look over to the 2 random ladies and just go, "Are y'all good, by the way? You're not hurting or anything, right?"
No, we're fine.
All right.
The changeling would respond with, "They are fine." She has taken the appearance of more of an elf
Okay.
look. Let me actually roll for something.
Yeah.
Okay, shit, Kenya would start talking to them,
Yeah.
so she might try to invite them along,
Alright.
because it doesn't seem like they got anywhere they're going.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know what type of lives they had in the past, but from what I understand, these people were probably from Golden Crest as well, I'm guessing? Or was it just a samurai?
So the two samurai, from what you would gauge from the image, were probably from a town lower down from Goldcrest.
Okay.
So probably like Eastbourne or Aerith.
So these people
As
were
they-
probably the ones that were living in Golden Crest then.
The two girls were probably living in Goldcrest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So, yeah.
Kenya's gonna talk to them and try to get some information. Let me see. Anyone come over? Okay. By this point you would hear the carriages start rolling up as Sassos is like, "I can't keep the walls up much longer, but
Yeah. That's fair. He throws a thumbs up to him.
You
Right
see
before-
the carriages.
Yeah.
He drops the wall as you see him do backflip off of the wall
Yeah.
onto the carriage as it goes forward, and he's like, "Oh, I landed it. Cool."
Hell yeah. Right before I read it, he's just gonna look over to that, to Kenya and the two people and just go, "If you need a ride back home, let me know. Or if you want a job, it's up to you. I'm not gonna be one to bother you at the end of the day. I feel horrible about you guys. Sorry." And then he's going to start reading.
Yeah. As Katsu would see Murzal appear out of fucking nowhere as he walks up and de-stealths.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh god, there's the fucking other rogue. Hi.
Hey, buddy.
And then you would hear Urzalf walking up.
Yup.
You can hear her footsteps.
You just look at Urzal and go, "Oh, Urzal, if you could." Or Murzal, I don't know which one of you would be better at this. There's still 2 horses over there. If you want to take them, we can, when we go to the next area, since we're going to be buying a caravan over there for the 3rd one. If you want to, that's 2 free horses. And we can actually give them a better home than fucking horrible, nasty nabber people.
Nasty nabber people.
It's Katsu, man. Give them a break. Give them a break. Come on, man.
I'm going through the party.
Yeah.
I'm noticing something.
Hmm.
Literally no one has proficiency in animal handling.
I've got it. Leave it to me then. He looks at him and just goes, "Never mind, I'll do it."
No, they're gonna do it.
No, Murzal, read it to me while I do it. Read the letter to me while I handle the horses.
Murzal rolls animal handling.
I feel like he's gonna be watching
Oh,
out the corner of
God.
his eye. Can I? Because I feel like he would definitely still be watching his party, like corner of his eye, like, no, don't. What are you doing to the horse? Stop.
Okay, hold on. Horse reaction. Oh no.
Oh great, Urzal, no.
You would see Murzal walk forward. You see the horse look at him, start shaking slightly. It rears up and just fucking kicks him.
Oh god. He just looks to Murzal and just go, "You good? Are you good?" he's put the scroll away temporarily, like, "You good? Are you okay?"
Alright, as Murzal takes 12 damage from the horse.
God. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit to heal him.
Murzal, tolerance for horse check.
No, don't.
Nope, he walks away.
Yeah, no, I just...
away.
He just looks at Murzal and goes, "Hey, Murzal, I got a better idea. And I apologize for what just happened to you. First of all, he's gonna heal him. I realize I don't have Healing Spirit anymore. 5d8 of +3 of Cure Wounds as he uses the Or Dragon kind charges. 21.
You see Urza
Yeah.
walk up to the horse and just shouts, "Calm down," at them.
Yeah, that's an orc. That's an orc for you.
And with her natural 20 in animal handling, they calm the fuck down real quick because they think they're about to get eaten. If they don't.
He just looks at Urzal and goes, "Ah, good job."
Hold on, let me roll.
Yeah, she put the fear of God in those horses. You look over the horses, they are fucking staring at her with fear in their eyes.
You're gonna scare the horses, though, man.
Yeah, no, they're calm.
Oh boy.
They're petrified, but they're calm.
Alright. He's gonna look over the Murtho and just go, I mean, do you want to read this? That might make you feel better. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to give him something to do that he can feel good about, man. He does like books, after all.
Yep, he takes it and reads it, and does not say a word.
Cassie's like, what? Are you gonna read it out loud?
You just see his eyes moving as he's reading the letter.
I like to imagine the whole time he's reading, he just hears in the background, Cassie just going, but hey, can you just, are you gonna?
What does it say?
What? Are you gonna read it out loud, or? I mean, I haven't read it yet either. Hey, I need to know what that said. I paid copper for that. I had to pay shish for that. Come on, man.
Oh my god. Alright, so Murzel would read out the important bits.
Okay.
Because you would hear him mumble, and he's like, this is written very cryptically. As he's having to roll a what is it? He's basically having to use Thieves' Cant as his the language Thieves' Cant to understand what the actual meaning of this letter is.
I'm so sorry about the crunching, by the way.
How
I bit into a fry, and it was on just the right crunch level where I saw my audio mic spiking. I was like, oh shit, that's loud.
Oh no, it was definitely, and I was just choosing to ignore it.
I'm not trying to be loud. It's just that fry was really damn crunchy.
No, you're trying to deafen the viewers. They're not here for ASMR, they're here for D&D. Keep your shit to yourself. Fucking ear disturbers. Fucking...
Man, I can't help that, okay?
Mute the damn mic.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna need music because I didn't think it was gonna be that crunchy. And I didn't realize until the ending bit, and I looked over, and the bar was like in the -20 of like the decibel, which is where I normally my talking loudness. And I'm like, ah.
Uh-huh. I would say it was a little bit louder, at least through Discord.
Prior to Discord. Oh god, I'm gonna.
Thank you, for fuck's sakes. All right, so continuing on, everyone.
Yeah.
His food. No, keep that shit muted when you're eating.
Can you still hear it?
Yes, normally.
I'm nowhere near the mic.
I can hear you just fine.
Agony. I just want to play the game. I just want to play.
So, Murzel, so he's having to read this in Thieves' Cant, effectively.
Oh, okay.
So from what he would explain, he's like, no, you need me or Shish to read this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Katsu, he shows it to Katsu, and all Katsu gets from the letter is it's just a generic letter talking about it just looks like a letter to a friend. That's the problem he gets from this.
Yeah.
But from what he would able to piece together, it gives the location of the warehouse in Goldcrest that these two girls were probably stashed at.
Okay.
Or it says where the cargo is stashed, and that gives them a location in which the cargo is the two girls.
Yeah.
And then it gives them the location in Arstonia where they were supposed to drop them off.
So I'm glad I know that location. I've got a plan for that shit. Do
you know the area that it's in?
Yeah. Yeah, I know the area.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yavina, get him.
I mean, that's part of the plan. It's either that or I might be putting them up in the headhunter area, and I might be contacting Grim.
Oh god. Either way, this little subsection of whatever's fucking doing this is fucked.
Yeah. I've got money to promise.
Grim is one of those people. It's like, all right, how expensive? Yes, but he'll get the job done. He'll get it done quickly.
Oh yeah.
It's like paying for a plumber who's like, they come in for like a plumber that comes in for 5 minutes, but they charge you like $500. But you were paying for that fucking 20 plus years of experience.
Yep. All right.
God.
So yeah, he would just kind of thank Brothel for the information and just kind of look over to the to Kenya and the two ladies. What are they wrapping up here, or are they talking? What's going on?
So you would get, as Kenya probably finished the pitch.
Yeah.
Now let me see, Kenya, what was your fucking persuasion? Oh god.
Yeah.
So you can see her persuasion, and I would like you to look at that. I'd like you to look at that.
Oh my gosh, she got a nat 1. But
no.
Oh wait, it was a 16 plus 1.
Yeah.
She did well for it to be Kenya. She did well.
She's not the most charismatic being. Talking is not her strong suit.
Yeah.
She's also just, in general, not got good stats, and it's sad.
Yeah.
She rolled for shit.
She did. It's sad.
Her highest stat is fucking 16.
So sad.
Her lowest is 13, and she's got 2 of those.
Kenya, train with me. Katsu, will you think about training finally? After this, you did crack a man's neck, basically. You're too lazy, you fucker. You lazy bastard.
He's like, oh, but I like sleeping in.
Oh god. Okay, so. How?
So.
Do they seem convinced?
Let me roll for the 2 girls. Alright. The changeling, also, you get a little side thing from, she's like, you would hear the changeling, she's like, well, my people aren't welcome in most places, so I'll join. They'll keep me on the move at least.
Yeah. Katsu would just kind of look to her and just go, what do you mean they're not accepted?
Oh, boy. She looks over and says with the most, no, this is just, right now, currently in the world, changelings are not viewed very positively.
Okay.
From events prior, there was a large changeling group that impersonated a bunch of people.
Ah.
So, right now, there's a big hatred for changelings. And it's not just a certain group. No, it's just most people just don't like changelings right now.
Sad.
So there is a very much just kind of blatant point and hate on them thing that's happening right now for most common folk.
Yeah.
They just hate changelings, and it's more of an attack on sight for some. So that's why changelings are actually having to be really careful with when they reveal that they're changelings.
Yeah. You just look to her and go, well, if that's the case, I know it's that bad. Yeah, you'll be safe here, that's for sure. If someone gives you a problem, I'll make sure that they're killed, buried 6 feet under, and then sacrificed to a god. They're not laying a hand on you.
Yay.
I apologize. What fucking assholes? What assholes? You're basing it off of one fucking group?
Oh, no, she would
Racist
explain
bastards.
that it wasn't a small group of changelings.
Yeah, but still.
It was a large chunk of changelings.
Still, though. That's the equivalent of like looking at like one tanuki that robbed a man and going, ah, they're all thieves. They're all like it doesn't matter if it's one or a group of them, man. Like, come on.
I mean, if it's a large enough group of them, it is fair enough to assume.
Come on.
No.
You know,
Shut up, you optimistic bitch.
Katsu's gonna kick the shit out of anyone that does that shit to her. Alright,
Fucking, like, this is the Katsu's mindset is the equivalent of high charisma, very dumb.
Yeah. And also high aggression to defense for his people. He ain't having that, chief. What about the other girl?
The other girl just kind of is like, sure, I don't really have anywhere else to go.
Did
So
you
she
not
joins.
Did you not have a job or anything before? Did you not have a home?
She doesn't anymore, from what she states.
They burned your house down?
She doesn't answer.
I understand. He would just look to him and go, well, you can, come join, and we don't have a third caravan quite just yet, so you might have to share a room with someone for now, but we're gonna be getting it in Goldcrest, so you won't have to worry about it for long.
But you guys now have 2 new dancers.
Yeah.
Which the half lupin girl, which is what you can kind of tell what she is based off of her hair and her eyes. She can fight. She'd prefer not to. She
That's
doesn't
fair.
really have class.
That's fair.
However, the other lady is an archfey warlock.
Ah, yes. Oh, dear.
Which you would get both of their names, so you can't unspoil that, and I will add them to Katsu.
Hell yeah. So the changeling's name is Nalia Perverer. That sounds really close to pervert. Perverer. We're gonna go with perverer. Because that's... So Nalia, and then Elian Neril. God, dude, the last names. Neriliel. Nerili. Gotcha. Elian and Nalia. That's what we need to know. Alright.
Fuck the last names, they're not real.
They are. I have them.
Deleting last names from the universe.
It's good to know them.
They're not real.
You don't know that. We have a third spot in the, we still have like one open spot for the second one. So one of them will be in the second caravan. So I'll put that for, I guess I'll put it for, not Nalia, I'll put it for Elian. Because I feel like if anyone's going to need that extra bit of defense, it'll be Elian. Also, what are the heights of these people? Because that's good to know.
Elian, the half lupin, is 6 foot tall.
Yeah, right. Let me write these down so we remember. So 6 feet tall. And then what about Nalia?
The changeling is a whopping,
Massive.
horrifying 5'5".
Damn. She's my height IRL.
Oh boy.
I
But there you go.
gotcha.
She is very capable of defending herself, but she just doesn't like hurting people.
Fair. That's completely fair. He would just kind of look to the straw hat guy and just kind of go, "Hey, got a request for you."
I might be able to help. I don't know yet, because I don't know what the request is.
Well, think of it like this: not just a request, but I'm willing to pay some money here. All right.
And then you've got the Straw Hat's attention.
Gotcha. So here's the thing, and I don't care if it's just you or if you bring a group. This is up to you. This is a location, right? This is the location of these fuckers that have done this. It's in Estonia. We know that. You kind of just give them the information about whatever he knows about the Estonia area, and just kind of go, I'm willing to pay a lot of money. I'm willing to pay a lot of money to see those people suffer. If you can bring me one of their heads as evidence, I'm even happier. I want to know that they burn to the ground.
Uh,
We got a deal? He says that with like the biggest fucking smile.
Straw hands can get that done. I'll send out a letter to my leader as he sent me here to deal with this, and then he was expecting me to return back for me to also meet him near Hearthwaite in Sekiro.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm going to be heading down there, and then we will. But I will send him a letter, and he will probably meet me, or he and others will meet me in Estonia.
Sounds splendid. And you may get a little bit of help from a Yavina follower. I'll talk to my goddess about it, see if I can get you some extra help.
We don't know what we're walking into, so anything's appreciated.
Understood. Well, either way, I appreciate you being willing to help with this, and I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah. So the straw hand would bid you do and head off, as you would see him pull out a piece of paper and start writing on it quite quickly, because he's like, I need to get this letter out, because holy shit.
Yep.
But you would get a little bit of information about the straw hands a little bit later on in the day. From Nikki, who watches. Wait, hold on. I need to roll for something. Okay, I need to roll for the dancers. See if they choose to do something.
Huh? They about to kill me? Am I about to have a fucking what do they call it when like the not a protest,
strike?
Not a strike. I'm thinking of something very specific.
I don't know.
Fuck. It's when like when the employees start like grouping together and like God, I can't think of the word. Yeah, let's just go with strike. Sure.
I think that's what that is.
No, but something else I'm thinking about, but I can't think of the name. I don't know how to explain it either. I know it's not it, but we're gonna go with strike.
A strike is when the employees band together. What do you mean?
Yeah, but there's another thing where they band together, but it's for a different reasoning, and I can't think of it.
You fucking
Agony. It's where they try to get like the person in charge basically tossed out. Not a revolution. That's something different.
A revolt?
Or maybe a revolt. That doesn't sound right though. That's not clicking for me. It's something.
Also, you did get the Straw Hat's name.
Oh,
the Straw
okay,
Hand's
cool.
name. His name was Jin. That's what he told you.
Gotcha.
So you can write him down as a
Ally. Hell yeah.
Straw Hand Samurai.
In notes.
I can spell.
My allies. Oh my god. In the new
Fucking
world.
cry.
Straw Hand. There we go. Dude.
Yeah, so you would
Yeah.
get some lore about the Straw Hands
Okay.
and why they're called the Straw Hands.
Yeah.
And you get that, and also I did need to roll for somebody else, but you get this from Kenya, as she just chooses to explain this to Katsu, because she's like, you probably don't know this, so I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, what is it?
She explains that the Straw Hands, they got that name from their original leader, who has since died in combat, and has been taken over by a different guy who was like the second in command. But the original leader in combat, he fooled an opponent into thinking they cut off his hand by using a straw hand.
Yeah.
And so he gained the upper edge in the fight literally because the guy thought he had cut off the guy's hand.
Okay.
But he in fact just cut through straw.
Yeah.
So the hand fell to the ground, the guy fell over, and it was like, oh, I win because you don't have a hand, so you can't fight, and foolishly turned his back on the guy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So they try their best to be as honorable as possible.
Yeah.
But they are not above reverting to slyer tricks to bring out the dishonor in others.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because you wouldn't turn your back on an opponent if you're fighting honorably.
Yeah.
So it's a weirder group, but they are known to be. They're very strong. They know what they're doing, but their numbers are small.
Gotcha.
So, there's not a ton of them.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Neat.
Yeah.
But as Katsu gets through that, and that was a nice little day of fucking murder these people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jin will send you a letter letting you know when they deal with that, or if they'll deal with that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know if he's just gonna get recalled to Sekiro, because he doesn't know what the leader's doing, so he doesn't know what plans are happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't know, but he'll try and put forward a good thing and mention the coin.
Hell yeah.
They don't work just for the money, but they do need that money to, pay for food.
Yeah.
Which is why they care a lot about money, just so they have enough to stay alive.
Okay. That's completely
But
fair.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
prioritize the money for being able to take care of each other.
Hell yeah.
So you guys all pile back into the carriages and head off to Goldcrest. As you guys would get through the next day just fine, as you guys essentially steal the cargo carriage
Yeah.
to sell that carriage.
Hell
So
Nalia.
Nalia essentially is driving that carriage.
Okay.
So you have a warlock driving the carriage.
Yeah.
This can only go well.
The warlock casting haste on the horses.
Go faster. I can't haste. I'm going faster.
Yeah. But that is also where we need to end off for the day. This was fun. We took out some people that needed to die permanently and never be brought back to life. They don't get the option of reincarnation, nor do they ever get to redeem themselves. They try and get reincarnation.
Hey man,
Hey.
I get it. You hate people. Fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, they deserved it, to be fair. You don't fucking do that to people. No, they deserve it. The guy kind of didn't. The guy was, it was that sad one of like, well, I mean, you really shouldn't have agreed to it if you didn't know the cargo. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's partially on him, but also, he didn't know the information. It's like that 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
As far as the straw hand cared,
yeah.
you could tell, and I'll just let you know this. He didn't like that you sacrificed the guy as well.
Fair enough.
He didn't like that. He was kind of like he viewed it as the guy had kind of redeemed himself by accepting death.
Yeah.
At least in the straw hand's opinion, but he wasn't gonna stop you because.
Yep. As far as Katsu
Not his problem.
was concerned, he didn't have information that this guy had, didn't have any information on it. So as far as he was concerned, guilty by association, you're just as bad as anyone else. Doesn't matter about honor at the end of the day. If you're committing that type of act, you don't deserve to live.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Different NPCs, different characters, different opinions.
Yep.
The opinion of as far as the goblin cared, she wanted to watch him bleed out as his kidneys were ripped out.
Yep. Katsu's not normally one that results to that type of violence or that type of like reaction to people doing that. But with that type of scenario, I'm sorry, but he takes people's lives very seriously, and that's not something that he's willing to keep around.
Neat.
Because they get reincarnated and they keep a similar morale, which is more than likely to happen. I'm gonna be honest. We have to re-deal with more people like that in the future, so it's better to just get rid of them ahead of time.
No, Yavina will reincarnate him.
Yeah, but she'll
One of her
forcefully make
monsters.
him different. Let's be real. Yavina, when she reincarnates someone, they come out different. We've seen that before. Well, okay, the podcast hasn't, but I, as a person, have.
No, you haven't.
The fucking blood orc and blood tiefling. She turned
They
two
are-
guys that were like horrible bandits into like two like lovey-dovey people. They went from being like Bruce with no charisma and a rogue with no charisma to two people who had insane charisma and were barbarians and fighters. Like she changed their class and she changed their charisma and she changed their moral compass.
She didn't make their compasses much better. She just kind of changed them a smidge.
Yeah, but it was enough for it to be kind of like a redeemable, like, okay, well, you're not chaotic evil anymore. Like, God, like, there's not anything worse than chaotic evil, so.
Yeah, you're only chaotic neutral leaning evil.
Yeah, but still, that's like a tip in the right scales at least. Yeah. Either way, thank you all for watching. This was very fun to do. We'll see you all tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow. Oh, damn. We'll see you next session. Have a good night. Peace out. Bye bye.